Really?
Not
You
again.
ain't even
Lord, not
hungry.
again.
Somebody stop me.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Oh,
again.
keep calling my name.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
I need a little help from you.
Please come get
I think
her.
I'm doing a little too much.
She doing too
I'm at
much.
the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
Oh, I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Tell
again.
them again, y'all. Fridge.
She's at the fridge
Oh,
again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
I
again.
think it's time for my snack,
She's at the
y'all.
fridge
But it's only been
again.
2 minutes since the last visit.
She's at the fridge
Oh,
again.
I'm gonna need your help.
Please come get
I
her.
need you right now.
She needs your
at the
help.
fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Lord,
again.
have mercy, the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Wait a
again.
minute. What about the chicken?
Sit down.
Mashed potatoes.
Sit down.
Them collard greens.
Sit down.
How about them
Oh,
eggs?
go sit down.
Oh, some fruit.
Sit down.
Watermelon.
Sit down.
Ice cream.
Sit down.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
go sit down.
How about a pickle?
Sit down.
Popsicle.
Sit down.
Or a slice of cheese.
Sit down.
Oh,
Oh, go
please.
sit down.
I need some juice.
Sit down.
Kool-Aid.
Sit down.
Minute Maid.
Sit down.
Gatorade.
Oh, go sit down.
I want to eat.
You don't need it.
I need to eat.
Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I'm waiting for everybody to come on in. 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 Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in.
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to it.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on. Y'all come on in, baby.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night. It's time to get our judge. I want y'all to click like, click share, click like, click share, click like, click share. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Hey, Ephraim. I see Trent's here. Trent's here. He's at work right now. I think probably there's something. I don't know, but he'll be in later. Hello, Roderick. I want y'all to click like, click share. They got my judge, Winston Foster. You on that page? I see Judge Mr. D. Come on in. Mr. D be there every week. Shout out to Mr. D. Okay. Y'all click like, click share. Hey Neil.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, Dominique?
I'm well. How are you, Chevelle? Miss Houston Entertainer of the Year
Ooh. How you doing? Okay. Hey,
with
son.
the 200.
Yeah. Hey, Devon. Up in the shy. Shalonda. Hey, Coco. Coco is back this week. I was alone last week, but Coco is back this week, but she is working remotely because she putting a double duty. She making jewelry and she on our point of view. She putting a double duty. You know, our family works, and that's all we do is work, like Rihanna. Hey, Nikki Diamond. Shout out to Nikki Diamond. Felipe, hey, how you doing? What's been going on, Dominique? How you doing? How was your week?
Week is good. Vice President out of town, so I've been kind of having to run things myself. But honey, but I'm doing good. Still single. Still no man, but I'm making it.
Okay. Hi, X-Man. Hey, Dewan. Hi, Bo. It was good to see Bo, my friend Bo, in Dallas. Shout out to Danielle Whitney. Danielle, I heard that you need to talk to me, so I'm gonna call you this week. Shout out to my nephew DeValen. He was in a pageant this week. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. And Heidi T. Iman, she was in the pageant with me the other night. But yeah, girl, I had a busy week, child.
I see.
I had a really, really busy week. I was at Blackgate Houston Friday. Then I went to the Valley on Saturday, and I came home and decided to do a pageant on Sunday. Girl.
Didn't you say you decided at noon?
Girl, when I got home at noon. Child. They told me about it on that night when I was on the phone getting ready for the show. Because I thought it was a preliminary. And because my daughter's assistant came over here and asked me, was I going? I told her, I'll probably come because we got to be at work at like 6:30 because our show is at 7. And so I was like, well, yeah, child, I'll probably come by there because this will probably still be going on when I get there. But then I found out later that it wasn't a preliminary. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, child,
I'm going to do it.
I'll think about it. But bitch, I got drunk that night. I got drunk and I ain't even think about it. And like this, when I got home, the flight is only 45 minutes, so I was like driving home. I was like, child, maybe I should just like try to put something in my head, trying to pull it together. And then I was trying, my gown is over at Dora's house, getting altered and stuff. So I had to go. It was a mess, but I made it to registration. That folk got painted and did the pageant. It was fun.
And what time did the pageant start?
The pageant probably started like at 5:30.
So when you went to registration, you had to plan to stay.
Yeah, I got painted there.
Oh, okay. Well, child.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Walked in, Heidi was sitting there painted, looking beautiful, bitch. I tell you, I was like, oh, girl. I was like, oh, child.
So you had to do a production talent and then a solo talent.
Yes,
so
okay.
What did you do for production?
The production talent had to consist of somebody being in your talent or a prop or something like that. And then the solo talent was the charity part. You can get tipped, and the tips go to the charity that she is donating the money to. I don't remember what the charity was. But so yeah, that's how that go. And you have to do that by yourself.
Okay, got you.
So then you had presentation, which was not judged, and then question and answer and formal wear. And it's for boys and girls, so boys and girls can compete at one time.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the first girl to win because the first
really?
the first 2 years it was boys. Randy Randy Nicole and Ladarius were the first two.
Okay, well, congratulations, honey, especially for the
Yeah.
last minute pull.
I'm gonna throw that in there. But that's Ladarius and that's Heidi standing next to me. She was first one up. And
Okay.
on her way to Miss Texas too.
Oh,
So
she's going to Texas, USA.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember
She just
Heidi.
gave up
It's been
did
years.
she give it up? But she's a former national showgirl.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. She is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she's Miss Essence right now.
She's slender.
Yeah.
Kind of tall, but real slender.
Sometime
Hmm.
pretty girl. She lives here, she from the valley. So yeah, and you win $2,000.
Hey, now listen. Can't beat the extra money.
That show came. So that was fun. Neil, how was your week?
Oh, very, very stressful. We started standardized testing at work today, so that's what I've been working on for the last few weeks, getting ready for that. And still maintaining my social life in the midst of all of that, still going out and
Hey.
having my cars and playing with my friends and doing grown people things and balancing relationships and work-life balance. This has been a hard week.
Oh, it's just been a stressful week, child, for you. Just so stressful. I don't know.
I try to make it look easy, though.
Managing 3 relationships and school. Oh, Jesus. It's just a lot. It's just so much.
It's a
much.
lot. And and this past weekend, I'll be going to the after hours and having fun with my circuit kids. So I took my man with me this week.
Oh, how was that?
We had a good time. Well, one of them, me and him go all the time together. That's our we do that together. But this other one, he don't really get into that kind of stuff. But he'll come anytime.
What kind of stuff?
Like the music and just the lateness of the parties.
I thought you meant the activity.
That rave music.
He really don't get into that kind of stuff either. I feel like I was kind of like be mild mannered, but we still have fun.
That music is just so repetitive, and then the and all you see is everybody just going. Nobody can really dance. It just that's all you see, and you just be like, "Oh, girl, I just can't do this."
Jonathan, that's when, baby. If I tell you, you got to be on another level. I tell you got to be on the list.
And see, I feel that way when I go to clubs and they play a new artist come out with. If Rihanna come out with a new CD or Beyonce or whoever come out with a new CD, that's all they play. Clubs. So I'm like, it's too repetitive. I'd be so bored. So I'm listening to the same music all the time. But give me a beat.
And you down for the count?
Yeah.
It's funny. I went to McAllen this weekend, and the DJ there. And mind you, McAllen is across the street from Mexico, complete. So it's Mexicanville there, right? So, but the DJ was fine. His name DJ Steve, old school. I've been knowing him a very long time. But baby, I tell you, he played everything. Like he even played old school house music. He played R&B, he played urban, he played the dun dun dun, he played some Spanish music. Hi, daughter. My daughter. He played some dun dun, there's some dun, then he played some dun 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 dun, and all of that. Girl, he played everything. Girl, I was bopping. I was like, oh, okay. And by the time I got full, everything sounded good at that point. So,
I got me a long weekend ahead of me because it's Pride weekend here too.
Is it?
It's Bear Pride.
Early.
Who is Bear?
It's Bear Pride.
Oh, you get into that too?
That's Bailey at the party. They go to. Who is Bear Pride?
He said Bear.
Bear Pride.
Bear. Oh, are you?
My God. Are you into bears?
No, I just know just when you attach the word pride to something.
Okay.
But
okay.
Bear Festival.
Like, girl, everything's but it's a celebration. If it's a holiday and they celebrate, people just go out.
Okay. I mean, I've seen the bears, but but I've never been like, ooh,
You know what I mean?
that's hot. You know, I've never.
They in there with their harnesses on, Chesty and Barry.
I mean,
They be looking like bears, but
it ain't like they out of shape men either. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. The ones I've seen.
So you know they be, but like it is some like fine like
some shaped up. Okay, yeah, okay. You're right.
It's like hairy type. You know, you ain't like fat and slouchy. And that's just like when they first started Big Boy Pride. I was living in Orlando. Mm-hmm. Nick, would you with me that first year?
I went with you one of those years down there.
And that's the year you gave me. We was like, bitch, wait, hold up. Yeah, child, it was big boys there, but it was big boys, the sexy boys. It was like, and then it was the boys that liked the big boys that was there. So, bitch, it was festive. What's up, Roger? It was kind of festive.
Because I love stop. Let's clear the air. So I like big boys because I actually like big boys better than I like thick boys. But when you like, and then you. That's
when you're like what?
but I love old thick boys though. Ooh, child. Ooh, don't let him have a booty and he thick.
My brother I think that's probably what gave Javon them the idea to have heavy hitters pride here probably. Because he used to go to Big Boy Pride. I seen him a couple of times there. He was there that first year. But yeah, so child, they doing the prides and stuff. It's almost Pride time, so get your Pride colors ready. I can't wait to see these Pride outfits, Jesus.
Oh, child, are you sure you can't wait?
Neil, though, is that a lot of black guys are going to raise now more than it's like the thing to do now.
Yeah, Friday night, me and
must say the older guys.
So I like it because it's a different type of crowd. Me and Sasha went Friday night to a party. It was this black DJ. And so, of course, he had like a mainly black circuit crowd. But I love the party because most of the parties that you go to, it's going to be a different demographic because most people are not going to pay that price to go to those type of parties.
Yeah.
So, and those people, and a lot of them, you might only see them once a week at a party like that because they work and everything else throughout the week. But these people are going to pay $50, $60, $175 to go to these parties. So I like that.
That's how much it costs to get into those raves?
It'd be different prices, but they'd be upward to like $300.
Baby, what you get for $300?
That's what I was just about to ask.
My goodness, you get a lot. When I tell you, you get a lot. You get a mouthful. You get a buffet. You get a butt full. That's why they be there all night because they try to get that $300 worth. It'd be a lot. They be in there fucking on everything, bitch.
Yeah. It wouldn't do me any good to be in something like that because if I get tipsy, when I'm tipsy and I'm feeling good, I'm a kisser. So if I start dancing with somebody and we start touching and stuff, next thing you know, you'll be looking over your shoulder, and I'm just kissing the shit out of somebody.
You like a girlfriend of mine says, "Girl, where you at kissing sisters?" You at the club kissing sisters? Because baby, she was like lips with her old Puerto Rican in a minute, baby. She was. I said, "Look at her. Get your face out that boy face out your mouth."
That was a good time.
With you one day, Neil.
You said what?
I'm about to go with you one day, child, like old times.
It's fun. Me and Giselle go, me and Stasha.
Yeah, but fool.
We have a good time.
Child, I haven't been to one in a long time. Child, I'm gonna have to go with you, honey. Yesterday, child, I've been working every day, Yes, but last night I had a show with Alyssa Edwards. It was, I work for Flip Phone now, and I do the Flip Phone events here in Houston, and I do the brunches here once a month at the Houston Improv. But last night we had our first evening show, and it was a show with Alyssa Edwards called Glitz and Giggles, and she's on tour right now. So catch her tour. She's gonna be where's she going to? What's today?
Today's the 17th.
Oh, okay. She goes.
She's in Brooklyn.
She's in. Oh Lord, she did say she's gonna and then she go home for a break, and then she start the tour up again. But it is really a good show, and it was packed out, 500 people, and they was there. She's freaking hilarious on the mic. She tells her story about her life, her journey in drag and stuff like that, and she makes it really hilarious. And sit down to listen to her if you're a fan of Alyssa Edwards. But she's also joined by 3 other local girls entertainers that whoever the host put together to come and join them. And I had Rain LaRue from here, Lucy Paradisco, and Miss Black America, Giselle Barbie Royale was on the show. The show was absolutely amazing, baby. If I tell you, Giselle shook that room completely up. Man, I tell you, I even was running through the audience, bitch, give me a piece. She had a jumping in there, and she was the performer right before Alyssa, so it was great to have her go right into that and to make it all the worthwhile for the show. The show was amazing. Shout out to Flip Phone. Shout out to everybody that came and supported the show. And our next show is the Beyonce Country Quarter show at the Houston Improv May 4th. And that is Splash Weekend. So if you're in town, get your tickets and come and see us. The show is at 2:00 at the Houston Improv. It's going to be an amazing show. We're going to be doing music from the new, I don't even know what to call it, like I told them last night. It ain't called a CD. I don't know what it's called. But
Album.
Album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the album.
May 4th, come join us at the Houston Improv for the Country Quarter Drag Brunch. And I also get ready to start Flip Phone Drag Brunch in Dallas. And my first one is May 11th, and we're doing the Country Quarter Rodeo Drag Brunch there. So if you're in Dallas or surrounding areas, please come and join us at the Addison Improv in Dallas, Texas on May 11th. Get your tickets at www.flipphoneevents.com. This Flip Phone thing be sickening, because baby, I tell you, it be packed. Packed.
When you gonna do it? When you gonna do a rap show? You can bring me for that, because you know I love my rap music.
Yes, you do, honey. I don't pick the brunches. They pick the things of the brunch. So and they tell me what they are, child, and that's why I told them I have to learn music and everything, child. I have been going to school, seem like. I gotta go buy new costumes. I gotta do all that kind of stuff to do this. So yeah. And also,
when they tell you they're gonna do hip hop, you say, "Oh, sister, come on."
Yeah, girl, I call you.
I love that. Ooh, I love that.
And also, that is also Splash Weekend, May 4th and 5th, 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Houston. And we're also having I'm not having, but our organization here, Rock Organization, is having a Prep for Brunch show. And it is hosted by Giselle Barbie Royale and Cherry Boone. Jasmine Masters will be on the show. So will Just Tremaine, Portia Paris, Yashawn Papa Alexander, and Chastity Ross Starr. So it's a brunch at put that back up, girl. It's going to be at the Avant Garden at 411 West Tama Road. Free margarita tower with table registration. And it's by ROC and Gilead, sponsored by Gilead and Houston Black Pride. ROC Health and Wellness Center. Reimagine Our Community Incorporated. Houston Black Pride presents Prep You to Brunch. Okay, May 5th. So get your tickets and get your tables and stuff like that and go watch that fabulous show. And they got a lot of other stuff that's going to be lined up for y'all that weekend of Splash. So if you're coming in town, be on the lookout for all that fun stuff that's going to be coming up. And then you'll be there a couple of weeks after that, right? A week or so after that?
Yes, I'll be in Houston for the Dupree reunion at the end of May.
at the end of May.
The end of May, going into June, like May 31st through June 2nd, 3rd.
Hey, Larry.
For the NBU prelim and for Gemini NBU. I mean NBU prelim and yeah.
Also, it's gonna be a preliminary at the end of the. All right, I can't wait to see who's gonna be on the in the pageant, child. In the pageant, all right. And speaking of pageants, Raquel Lord made her return the other night. She competed for Missouri Continental. Shout out to Raquel Lord. See, we need Trent here with his all his applause and stuff like that. Raquel looked really good the other night. Raquel looked really, really pretty. Well, she always pretty, but she looked really good the other night. I loved how she looked.
Yeah.
Yes, baby, Auntie shedding them pounds. You hear me? She's shedding them pounds. I love it. So she will be making her debut back to the national stage in September for Continental. So congratulations to Raquel, Missouri Continental. I live. And also this weekend was Sweetheart International. Shout out to LaTanya Davenport and who?
Latoya.
And I said, what? I said, LaTanya. Child, I told you I was gonna fuck up somebody's name. I'm like Dina Jacobs. And what's the male name? I'm so sorry because I didn't write that down. But congratulations. It's not Christian. No, Christian is the other guy. I'm so sorry for y'all. But I'm sure y'all in the comments know who it is. Put it in so I can shout him out, child. Don't act like that. Y'all know I've been a busy woman. And also Friday night was, like I said, Mr. and Miss Blackgate Houston made a return, and I'm a farmer, and I was my king was Al, ironically enough. And Akira Chanel Davenport won, and Lavelle Babyface Houston. They're the new Mr. and Miss Gay Black Houston. So shout out to them. And in Oklahoma, they had the Bold and Beautiful pageant, and former Bearded Queen, is it called Bearded Queen? America's Bearded Queen, Sasha V. King won, and she is now the Oklahoma Bold and Beautiful Bear. I don't know if you're supposed to call them like them, they are, them, those, that, or if you say she, he. It's so confusing.
With the Bearded Queens?
Yes.
They won.
They won. Also, Westland Film and MI was this weekend, and Christian. Oh Lord, is it gay? Christian and Tiana Barbie won. So shout out to them. And also, that's it. Those are, I think, all the pageants that was that had went on this weekend. But next weekend, I'm putting my hat in the race again. I'm doing another pageant.
What? What is it now?
I have to get ready for Miss Gay America Film. I have a pageant to get ready for, and it's going to cost me a lot of money. So I need to do pageants, and it's this way I can do these pageants, and I can get into advocacy work that I want to get into, because the pageants that I am doing are community-driven pageants. So that's really a good thing, you know. And this next week I will be going to the Black Trans Advocacy Coalition Conference in Dallas, and it'll be my first conference. I'm going with Save Our Sisters United. And while we're there, the Black Trans Advocacy Conference is having a pageant, and it's called Black Trans International Pageant. And it is Thursday, April 25th. So if you're in Dallas, come and see me compete at Black Trans International Pageant. And screaming yeah for me, Jude.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
I gotta get ready for this Gay American Family. It's gonna cost me a lot of money if I plan on winning. I gotta win. So I need the money, and this is gonna start me to get ready for my package. That part. So yeah. So on to the next. Child, Now I don't know what's going on in America, but I scanned by this one, but I had to put it in there. Dwight from the Atlanta Housewives. Y'all remember him?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is just something they was playing with, but they say he got a girlfriend. And I don't like it, Joe. I just don't like it. I don't know what to say about that. Look at that. But they are in Atlanta.
Well, say friend girl, so that just means does that mean that's actually his good girlfriend?
They made that post, so I don't even know. But I don't. You know, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be looking out for it.
What on the show? You mean on the show?
No, I'm gonna be following. I'm gonna be scapping the page. I want to see if they post pictures and stuff together like Memphis C now.
Have a good night, Corey.
Good night, Corey. Where you at? Where you finna fly off to?
Oh, he said he finna go to bed.
Yeah, child. That's what I'm saying. Like Memphis C, child. That's some Memphis C stuff. Hi Talia, and shout out to Talia. She is the pageant coordinator for the pageant that I'm doing next week, and I do want her to come on the show because I talked to her about coming on the show. So we're gonna have her come on the show and tell her story, and when we talk about silicone injections and stuff like that, because she is an advocate for that. So shout out to Talia Cassadine. Yeah, the white is some tea shop, but you know that is Atlanta, honey. That is Atlanta. I was supposed to switch that around anyway. Coco, sorry about that. But I also want to give a shout out to Aria Cassadine and Brandon McDaniel. Wait a minute, that's what he looked like. What? Oh my God, look at the wife from the Real Housewives. That's what he look like now? Okay, they saying this is what he look like now. I don't care. He's still the white.
But he looks handsome.
Yeah, but
he looks handsome.
Just because he changed his look don't mean he changed his actions.
Well, honey, you don't know. Dwight may got 10, 11 inches down there that he can slang.
But, you know, at this point, people can put out a picture and write their own narrative, and people just run with it.
Hello.
I don't necessarily believe that that's a girlfriend like that. I think it might be one of his homegirls or something like that. But people
one of his girlfriends.
People just run with a story.
I know, Corey. I can't find any that don't reflect backwards. You know, I need to find some different ones that glare wears me, but I can't read the comments without them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, because mine don't do that.
But yours do not do that.
I got mine on a stand too, though. I got my left. I have my left stand.
Yeah, but okay. I gotta try something different. Maybe I'll try to find some non-reflective glasses. Oh, she said. Oh, I said that Dwight looked handsome. That's what.
That's why you needed some new glasses. Oh God,
Corey, you said you had to be at work at 7 a.m.
I don't know. Put it past them. But shout out to Aria Cassadine, and they say he had a penis enlargement. Yeah, I don't care if he did what he did. I don't care. No, the wife still act the same. She just not my gym. She can have me in the world, and Lord knows I love me. But like I was saying, shout out to Aria and Brandon. They had got together. Aria had made a post about wanting to sponsor Fantasia Dior, the honorary Continental Elite, for a photo shoot, and she would do the makeup, and she would pay for the photo shoot. And so Brandon flew to Chicago to do her hair. I don't know how they got her there, but shout out to the people who got her there. And they had a photo shoot with her, and she looked absolutely lovely. So
She did.
yeah, and see that's what I was talking about when I posted the picture of the artists and makeup artists and hairstylists and stuff. They help us and stuff like that because that was very nice of them, and they didn't really have to do that, and they pulled together to do that for her, and that was amazing. I can't wait to see the pictures. I'm sure she was so happy, and yeah, shout out to her. I wonder if like the promoters are gonna like try to reach out to her and book her and stuff too.
Well, I was wondering that as well, if they were going to like have her come to some of the events, because since she is one of the first ones that's still with us,
Yeah,
that would be nice for her to be able to come to some of the events and entertain and stuff like that. So that would be wonderful.
yeah, to give her an experience. I think that would
Yeah.
be, or even just invite her to some events or stuff like that. Not to overshadow the reigning queen or anything, but like to give her some type of something.
Little just.
Okay. But so congratulations to them. That was really the tea that they had did that. Then I ran across Tommy Davidson's son.
Mm,
Yes, I did. And
mm.
he's in the ballroom scene. I didn't put the video up, but you could put the picture up, Coco. I don't even know his name, but he's very handsome. Look, I like it like that, Joe. And come to find out he's trans. And I was like, oh, okay, Tommy. All right, Joe, you got your trans son. That's amazing. That child looks just like him in that white, though.
Sure does.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think Tommy Davidson was so handsome when I was younger.
Yeah, too. And Tommy Davidson got meat. He sure do. Tommy Davidson got a little meat, baby. That was him walking the ball. And I think he might have walked the ball over the weekend or something, because it was a ball this weekend or something, right? Or last weekend or something.
It's the ball in the pageant every weekend.
Hello. But so he had walked in so I had to do a little research. I went on his page and stuff. I went to Tommy Davidson's page. I had to make some connections and see what was going on. And he's been posting it lately, and he did a shout out to his father for Father's Day and all that kind of stuff like that. But all right, Tommy Davidson for the I was in Miami. Hi, TP. TP Lords is in here. Shout out to TP Lords. And so yeah, he's handsome though. So remember when we talked about the black lady in the Trump video at the Chick-fil-A, right? And we said that we think that all was a setup. Well, come to find out, social media thinks it's a setup also, because she is a Trump supporter. She worked for an organization that is led by Candace Owens, and that organization is to recruit Black citizens to vote for Trump. And it's called Blexit. Her name is Michaela Montgomery. The person who hugged Trump at the Chick-fil-A bar, the conservative group, was a Republican Party intern and a former Blexit city director. Blexit was founded by Candace Owens. These Trump photo ops are pre-staged with supporters prior to his arrival. We know it.
I mean, but you know what? It's not surprising. I mean, I think celebrities and people do a lot of things that's pre-staged. I mean, hell, I be at pageants and looking at people doing pre-stage photos and like, oh, take a picture of me looking this way and talking to this person. So, if they can do it at the damn 708 club and whatever club they're going to doing it, then sure. I mean, people do photo ops all the time to me, so it does not surprise me. I mean, it was so like in the moment ridiculous for Trump. It was just so ridiculous for Trump to have that much support in the Chick-fil-A that he went to in that particular neighborhood in Atlanta. So I'm like, this is all just hocus pocus, because
it was so cheesy.
That Chick-fil-A right there is right across from the AU Center, where all the colleges are like the HBCU colleges are located. And I'm like, ain't no way that he just going there acting and he like a celebrity. There ain't no way. Now you might have one or two people that might do some dumb stuff for a photo out, but not the whole roundabout people like just gone through.
He sure did have the whole upside down Bible. that was crazy. Child, all right, Trump. But I knew it was a setup. It was set up by Todd to come to the Chick-fil-A with the bullshit. Okay.
Right.
Here in Houston, a school teacher in the Klein Independent School District, she was arrested for sex trafficking students with her son. She would coerce the children who were either like thinking about running away or problems at home and all of them kind of stuff too. You know, that one of them even stayed with her. They would call her stepmom, and the son would take them to like different places and drop them off and sell them out. And he only what, 21, 20.
Sex trafficking is really big now, and I mean it's crazy that someone who is an educator would get involved in this, being that educators are mandated reporters. That if you even suspect something like that, you have to report it by law. So that's like really crazy, because I'm not going to go to college and do all this stuff to do something to risk my livelihood. Because people that go to school for like certain professions, you go to school for that profession, and if you're not doing a profession, then it's like you're limited to what you're qualified to do.
Yeah.
Because a person that goes to school for nursing, if you lose your nursing license, you're qualified for it specifically for that. So it's like, what else can I do that's going to sustain lifestyle?
The son was already arrested, and then they found out that she later on was involved, and they even seized her phone.
But,
It seems like that's where the kids are getting mostly exploited, is at the schoolhouse by some of these teachers. But you know how she probably was looking for people who she thought were promiscuous, and like, hey, I can show you a way to make money, and and all that kind of stuff. And
but it doesn't, like Texas. I was looking at one of these Datelines. So Texas is real big with sex trafficking, especially because there's so many like illegal immigrants there.
Yeah.
So it's like they're untracked, and it's like, okay, nobody cares, or people feel like nobody cares about you if you get missing. So that's like a high stake for sex trafficking and sex crimes with minor.
She's arrested for 3 counts each of compelling prostitution of someone under 18 and sex trafficking a child. She was arrested in her classroom, and her phone seized.
Child, now they just wanted to embarrass lady. Let me come arrest you right in your classroom.
Yeah,
y'all kids, take out your cell phones. We're gonna give y'all a show right quick.
I'm surprised they didn't. The kids haven't like put it out. That since it came out on the news, I'm surprised they haven't said anything. But that's like,
I've been teaching young kids, because anybody in the middle school or high school, those kids would have whipped out their phone so quickly.
Oh, sure would have. But that's one. Last week we were supposed to talk about this. We talked about this. This guy a couple of episodes ago. Put the picture up because I don't know his name. What's his name, Neil? The mayor. I don't write his name down, but he Brandon Holt. He's the mayor of a city in Georgia, but the governor Brian Kemp has suspended him because he's accused of stealing nearly $65K from the city. So Kemp on last Tuesday was issued an order suspended from office Brandon Holt, the mayor of Pineview, until his criminal charges are resolved. Under the state law, Holt won't be paid by the 500 residents town during his suspension. Holt was arrested in January and indicted in March. Things are looking so terrible for him.
Yeah, it continues to snowball, but the thing about it is that of course as we approach an election, but not I mean because it's all alleged. We don't know what's what, right? Because he was in our on our show the other day saying that none of these things are true, that they were just out to get him. So we don't really know all of the facts of the case, but of course what we know is that during an election year they're always looking to make certain people look bad. And so, and he wants to make it look like, oh, I'm cracking down, I'm doing something great for the state, and all of this type of stuff. So, it could also be very performative at the same time.
Yeah, well, it could be for some people, but for like this is an election year, but this not an election year for governor in Georgia.
But it'll help people that he backs.
Yeah, so it's bad because people that know government or the criminal system knows that when the federal government come after you, they like put all their duckies in a row before they even come to your door. They're not like the state and your local people who just like come to your door first and then get the evidence later.
Right.
So for the governor to get involved in such what I think is a very, very small city this city is not even bigger. I have more kids on my grade level alone at my school than the city. So it's so small in my new
in the Improv last night.
Yes, I'm like, it's just like the government to get involved in something that's 500 people or a town that's less than 500 people or whatever the case may be. It's serious enough, but I just don't know the details. We don't know the details enough to say, but the evidence that's what's being presented does not look good.
All I know is he cannot be stealing from these people. In other news, this is the shame. Trinity Batuck, former RuPaul Drag Race and former EOY winner and now the owner of Entertainer of the Year, EOY, had made a post the other day and saying how she wasn't involved in they wasn't involved. She said, I have been contacted several times about this topic. I'm only going to say this once. Russ situation. He is no longer a promoter nor affiliated with EOY. In fact, Kentucky EOY is no longer a prelim, period. Chantel Sparkles will be starting the city EOY to offer an event for those that want to qualify to nationals in Louisville. I don't know all the facts and I can't say what Russ did or didn't do, but I will say he was never a part owner of the system. He leased the rights for a preliminary and is no longer even that. Please don't contact me about this topic as I don't know details. I was not close to Russ, so I do not know details. I do not stand with the acts of behavior and he is accused of, and because I'm sure this is or will be a legal situation, I will not comment about this again. So when Ryan made the post, Trinity, I had to do some digging and call some people, and they led me to this video that and this first of all, before you play the video, I'm just throw this up here, Coco. This is Russ Lemons. This is who the post is about, and this is the video that I was sent in reference to what the post was about.
From the I was fucking with him just like I was.
Do you think
everybody's gonna think that when you said I'm gonna kill you?
Or is it a 13-year-old boy?
That's how you joke with kids? I knew it wasn't a kid. How did you know he was a kid? Because when I don't fucking
You just told me that you was gonna tell him to get off the apps and stuff. You told me he was gonna.
I was going to.
But you just said you knew it wasn't a kid. So why would you tell somebody that you know ain't a kid?
Because I just said.
You're contradicting yourself.
Look, this conversation's over.
Yes, sir, it is.
Hey, excuse me, everybody. This guy right here tried to have sex with a 13-year-old boy.
Russ Lemons.
The pedophile, and you're gone.
Why don't you call the cops?
We're gonna get that license
This
plate.
guy right here tried to have sex with a 13-year-old boy. He's a pedophile in your city. Russ Lemons. This man is a fucking pedophile.
He's a fucking pig, is what he is.
That's what happened.
You dirty fuck. You
You sick piece of
What
shit.
happened, Russ?
You're a sick fuck, aren't you, Russ?
Which one's your car? I'm gonna smack this shit up.
Yeah, let's smack the fuck out of it.
What? You thought I was playing?
Boom!
You told me to.
Here comes the boom!
You thought I was playing, Russ?
Up, get it.
You thought I was playing, Russ?
Pussy motherfucker.
So, Russ was having a conversation with someone who he thought was a 10-year-old, and he came to meet that 13-year-old. And when he got there, he met with those people, and those guys, I guess, they go around Louisville trying to trap people who are trying to meet with young guys.
I'm like, what are you on to be meeting kids that age? Like, are you on Fortnite? Because it's like, it's so crazy. But it doesn't surprise me because places like Kentucky, West Virginia, I just feel like people there do things like that. Some people.
Oh my God.
There is nothing about somebody that age that turns me on.
No.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, what type of mindset do you have that you're like, oh, I want to fool with someone that's just now experiencing puberty?
I think it's a control issue because it's so many people.
Has to be.
It's so many people that's willing to give away free sex all day, all night. You can go on any app.
You can get you some of that.
Yeah, you can go on any app and find somebody who's willing to give it away. So when you deal with young people, I think it's a control issue. Like, I'll buy you a pair of shoes, I'll buy you this. It's just really crazy. I have literally a student right now who has been missing since the Thursday before we went out for spring break. And now she's been there like 14 days, and her family comes to the school every day looking for her because she is out here doing
out.
Yes.
Just had on the news. I just saw on the news. Oh, I was watching something, but I think it happened on Tuesday. Well, it was just like they found an 18-year-old girl. She met up with somebody, and he like, what is it called when they chop you up? And like they was finding her pieces. They found a severed leg that was severed from the hip.
Oh my goodness! He Jeffrey Dahmer her.
Yes, and like then like once they found out who she was, then somebody else found like I think the arm or somewhere like she was 18 years old, and they went to her house, and like the blood was everywhere. It was horrible.
And see, and that's why I just can't. People try to convince me to get on the apps and stuff like that. That's just, child. You don't know who you. That can be anywhere, even people you meet at clubs or whatever. But child, honey, y'all not gonna find me somewhere stinking, because because I mean, people are just into some really weird stuff these days, and some people actually get off on doing things like that to people.
A lot of people do. A lot of people get off on that, and this person, Russ, he gonna have a hard time when he go to prison or jail for this if he's found convicted. Because see, he looks like somebody to me that just be online jacking off. Oh,
I know you a hard time around your city right now.
And then you also think, he's you're on the thing, and so and people are getting caught left and right doing these types of things. So what we say, like, oh well,
that's why
it won't be me.
It's some places just seem like a norm for those type of activities. Not even just like male on male, but just
anything.
With
just like
sex, just by the young of opposite sex, but because in 2010, this is the whole 2010, the early 2000s, they would catch people left and right for that, being on these apps and doing that. So why would you think in 2024 that you can do that? It just baffles me.
And Greg,
that's what I was about to say, because I have the same question. How did he think he was going to the bar to meet a 13-year-old?
Like, I went to Wisconsin where we just walk in the bar. Now, they can't order nothing, but you walk in the bar.
And
You know, these days these children don't look 13.
Well, I was in bars. I wasn't drinking them, but my grandma used to have me in bars with her. My grandma used to go to the bar every day. We used to walk there I would get off the bus, and she stayed in the project downtown, and we would walk to the bar every day. And I'd be in the bar on Davis Street from like time I got out of school till late night.
In the neighborhood bar?
Yes.
Baby, I done been in LA before and walking the streets and just walked in the club. I done been down here, like when I was a kid, and just was like in the neighborhood, just walking one of the little bars in the neighborhood, just peeking in there, being nosy. Walking down the street, I want to walk in here and see if I can walk in. If they kick me out, they kick me out. Okay. But these days, you can see these kids walking down the street and swear they 20 years old.
Let me tell you, these kids been eating Church's chicken, and they are fully developed.
Baby. So they can get in them bars. They just can't order them because that's when they got to ask them for the ID.
We got a new student last week, and when he came in my hallway, I was like, I thought he was registering a student. No, he was the student. I mean, he grown, 6'3", full mustache, full beard. I mean, goatee, everything. I'm like, what in the hell? You been eating too much chicken.
Baby, I'm telling you. I don't know what they feeding children these days, but I hope if Russ Lemons, if he was there he said he was there to tell him to stop sending the messages or whatever. So I do. Hey, Trent.
What's up, y'all?
At the end of the day gotta end. Like, you know, he said he was there to tell him to stop sending the messages or something like that.
You say that online and block
you there to get your judge. That's what you was getting ready to do. But guess what? You got your judge handed to you. So
say that online because first off, no 13-year-old should be on the app like that. If it was a 13-year-old, but if you thought it was a 13-year-old, say you should get off of here. First off, don't even respond to them. If somebody say they're 13 years old, why are you even clicking that picture?
Baby, listen. You can. I don't get it. I ain't getting no, ma'am. No, that's why they cracking down on like the porn hubs and the X2s and all that kind of stuff. You gotta verify, send your ID or something. They say now, and all that to be on Pornhub and all the other little like the sex site. You can't watch videos. You can't even.
The day and age that we're standing in. These kids might not know how to write a complete sentence, but they will crack a code to get into any website they need to get into. They're going to do what they got to do because they're very tech savvy.
Yes, they are.
They might not know what 12 times 12 is, but they know how to get into a damn site they need to.
They don't know what?
They don't know what 12 times 12 is, but they know how to get into a site.
Honey. But I hope that the get his site handed to him. How about that?
It's always these Subway motherfuckers that love to go fuck young kids. Like I don't get it,
man. Don't. And didn't the Subway man do something too?
He was rough on that shit. Yeah,
hey. They finding all of them. That's honey, these pastors, these choir directors,
the Diddy,
honey, the. Well, honey, honey, Diddy wouldn't have had to coerce me into nothing.
Shit, R. Kelly wouldn't have either. He did to the young girls.
Those people know that they can get it whenever they want to. They want the control and power.
That's
like the power
of down in Texas and Louisiana that I know of.
I mean, I be damn near holding a sign every Saturday night at the parties like, here I go. It's free over here. You ain't got to buy me a drink.
No. It's free over here. Me. Choose me. Me. Child. O.J. Simpson died the other day.
Congratulations, O.J.
And I wouldn't say the people was in the range, but you know, everybody was like, you know, sending out their condolences and this, that, and the other, and rest in peace, O.J. Simpson. Well, Caitlyn Jenner posted good riddance. Bitch, and y'all lit Caitlyn up.
Baby, they dragged Caitlyn.
I tell you, they lit.
You know, Caitlyn got some hostility towards OJ because she probably
like the nose right there.
She probably wanted to help OJ back in the day, and then Chris,
but Chris
her husband represented OJ,
and Chris had it.
Was a part of the dream team. So you just got a problem with OJ because your wife, old man, was part of him getting acquitted.
Child.
OJ was fine. People was posting pictures of OJ back in the day. OJ was fine.
Well, OJ was fine, baby. OJ was fine as wine, baby, back in the day. OJ was fine. But, baby, y'all lit Miss Caitlyn up for it. And I'm like, I don't understand, you know. And they was like, she should have some type of sympathy. She didn't like the man. You know, we don't know what type of relationship that they even had, because I'm sure they knew each other. And all of that. Yeah, so you don't know what type of relationship that went on with them or whatever, like the case may be. I remember when I don't know if it wasn't us on the show, but I was talking to somebody and we were talking about when people pass away and you didn't fool with the person or you didn't like the person, but then you want to say rest in peace on your page. For what? You did not like them. Or they didn't like you.
But don't you still want them to be peaceful?
That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You did not like me. You read, you did all the things you no. So
people was probably surprised that I was surprised that Caitlyn Jenner said it because I wouldn't expect somebody who was Woman of the Year to say something like that.
You being totally facetious right now. You are not being serious.
So I just she didn't see it for him.
But didn't Caitlyn know Nicole? Because Nicole was close to the Kardashians, right?
No, back then that's when Rob Kardashian was around. Rob Kardashian was alive then.
Also,
Rob represented.
Well, Caitlyn probably heard Chris talk about that many times, probably. So, you know how people get connected because of who they are close to, and she probably heard all the stories, and they probably hate the fact that he got away with if he in fact did it
because Chris's husband's was on the defense team, and then she was friends with Nicole,
right?
But she wasn't really friends with him. That Nicole was her girlfriend.
Right. I'm telling people all the time that People versus O.J. Simpson was one of the best shows ever to me.
Yeah, that was good.
That show was sickening. If you haven't watched it, you should go to FS and watch it.
It was good. And they, they even suspect that the son had something to do with it, and he just covered up for his son. That's a possibility.
Whose son?
OJ's son. They said OJ's son is the one that allegedly that killed her too.
That's why the glove didn't fit.
And OJ was taking up for his son.
Wow.
Well, they also say OJ made his family before he died sign these NDAs and say, "Bitch, you still can't say nothing about me when I'm dead."
Still can't say nothing about me when I'm dead.
Well, they can't charge him now.
But the courts tried everything in their power to put that man in jail. Even when he stole his own stuff, they put him in jail.
Stole his own memorabilia and still was in jail.
Should they put him in jail, honey?
No, not stole his own memorabilia. He went to reclaim it from people that stole it who was trying to sell it. I'm like, bitch, OJ, you get your boys to go in there. You don't go in there with them.
Yeah, baby, I want my things. I want my things. And then Rob Goldman, is that his name? Goldman. His family still want their coins.
They want what?
They still want their coins. The 33.5 judgment.
Oh.
On it. Allegedly only paid $132K over the years. So
first off, y'all might as well go ahead and relax with that. Y'all ain't getting that.
They want
30 years. This has been 30 years later.
They want their coins, baby. They want their contados. And if you got any kind of assets, run them to us, please. Thank you.
This why y'all don't need to be fucking around.
But his attorney is fighting that though, because from what the attorney said, there was never really a court order to make him pay that money.
Oh, he was just doing it.
So but that's what the attorney said. So he's gonna fight it because there was never a court order that he had to pay that money. If I read that correctly.
Who he leave his Bronco to?
Oh, that's been gone. they traded that in.
Did y'all see
that? I will go to an auction. That was sell high at an auction.
They tried to sell it for $1 million at one time.
Did y'all see they made the Bronco the hearse for the thing?
The what?
They made the meme, and it was the Bronco was the hearse for his.
It was a hearse. Oh, yeah.
I said y'all know y'all are some type of terrible honey. Y'all.
The internet is undefeated.
So today I came across this video of we always talk about.
Trent, was you? I'm just going back in. We talked about Brandon in his case, or the governor taking his stuff away. You had an opinion on it? We talked about all the people that won the pageants this past weekend.
Congratulations to all the people that won pageants this weekend. It was a great weekend of pageantry from Sweetheart all the way to Westland. I got to judge Westland film in MI. I had a great time judging that. And you know what I realized with Black pageantry, like especially pageantry in Atlanta? There's a missing market that wants to be received. People keep asking, why are the numbers so low? Why are the numbers so low? I think about 4 of the MI contestants was from like somewhere else. They was from New York. They was from LA and all these different places. People never really tap into those markets. Like I don't feel like we do in Atlanta. We don't go out there and get them excited about what we got going here. I feel like if we start traveling there more, performing and bringing the title there, it'll get a whole new group of people excited about pageantry, especially in Atlanta. Because, you know, we got the same old people doing it over and over again down here. So I think that was a great thing.
It was good to see entertainers, right? Good to see new entertainers.
Yeah, it's good to see, and just, you know, bringing different things and different ideas. And
profession forever evolving.
Yeah.
You saw Raquel made her comeback.
Who did?
Raquel Lord. Oh,
Lord. Shout out to Raquel Lord.
Shout out to the NBU, not the NBU, the Stars of the Century. 25th anniversary was Monday night. Did y'all go?
I went.
I saw Jasmine Bonet was there.
And up on me going, Chevelle, I goes on the patio. I get there a little bit late. I walk out on the patio where we all convene at. And I'm trying, you know, light my little blunt and stuff. And here comes Snickers, the lady Godiva, attacking me because you said her pageant only give away $500. Because
that's what I heard.
I didn't say it. You said it. And she gave me hell for 2 days. Only to find out that the pageant gives away $500.
Cause that's what I told you. They told me, and baby, y'all be in that pageant like Snickers give away $5,000, and y'all be carrying on the pan and bitch and to get the peach.
Girl, we were reading for filth on that motherfucker. I got so crunk. I probably went too far.
Are you saying why he approached you about us saying it's true?
He tried to read the show. He tried to read us. I was like, wait a minute, Miss Thing. I didn't say nothing about your pageant. I said you gave away. I thought you gave away 1,000. That was my thing, you know. But that girl finna jump on me, girl.
When he said how much you give away, he said 500.
No, somebody else had whispered to me. They said no.
I don't like y'all.
They said no. Trent, it's 600. You get 5 that night. One when you give it up.
Diamond, if you in here,
oh my God,
you come in here. I need you to verify your winners, Jeff. Or anything has won. What have you won at Peace Day? Please tell me, because I know the people have told me 500. That's what they told me.
That girl's finna jump on me, girl.
I came from Chicago, and it took her 500 to get there. That's a room, car rental. I'm just saying, however.
And then, so I left there when they jumped on a plane and headed to Dallas to work with Yolanda because they about to go on tour with the Clark sisters and all these people. So we had a photo shoot yesterday, and it was so good. I need to be around all these gospel greats because I need to get that hell out of me that Sneakers evoked in my spirit.
Yeah.
So I was so happy that I was able to go do that.
I'm glad you got that demon off you, honey.
But congratulations to the Stars of the Century celebrating 25 years of excellence in our community. They did a great show, per usual. It was packed in that thing. I was happy to see that. I couldn't find nowhere to park. I parked at the top of the hill. And it was a great time. I saw Neil out.
Yes. We had a good time. When Trent saw me, I was talking to Trinity when he saw me.
I saw Trinity in town.
Trinity Black. So I had a good time. I had a good time with them, and then
shout out to
Trinity. Giselle punched it.
Where y'all go?
And went next door to BJ's.
And what y'all do over there? Get BJ's?
Ooh. No, we just watched the people.
Like, we did
people watching.
But y'all, did y'all see any of this over the weekend? Y'all watched a lot of drag, and I'm gonna show y'all this video, and we're gonna come back and talk about it.
Was that real or was that a parody?
That was real. Y'all just stop playing in my profession.
What the folks say they do it for entertainment, so they entertain it in a different way. Because that video can go a lot further than the girl who polished and cleaned doing a ballad.
It already have.
Yes.
It already have.
That can't be for that. She went for real.
On to secure the stocking cap, but you ain't secured the wig. Then you got up there to do the wrong thing. You go kill yourself in the hiss because how you done came down on your feet. Y'all do some crazy stuff, crazy stuff because y'all done seen these people do this stuff on TV and all. Y'all just do this.
But people do stuff for social media.
I came right.
They want their 10-second video on TikTok to have 500,000 views and go viral. So
yeah,
Tim, I was in and out, Tim. I'm sorry, I was in and out.
They said that she actually that's her show, and she paid the people $50 to do the show if she paid them that because she paid out her own pocket. And
she paid more than the shows here.
Oh,
what? What do the shows get paid there?
Free.
Free?
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I'll see you next time. You just call me.
What?
Hey, nephew. I'm just like, but child, why even give something like that a show though? That gives like Man, stop playing in my stuff. I wasn't even, girl, I didn't even have that bad drag. I didn't do that.
That might be the host who like is funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to be a comedy thing because she went for real with that. That wasn't even a death drop. That was a sick drop.
Cause that hurt my hips when she as soon as she hit the floor. Not the floor to fall down. It was the stomp down, the jump down. That hurt. I felt it all in my hips. All my self process started acting up. All of it. And there's no tucking situation. I'm sitting up watching Drag Race until they voted their queen out that won the lip sync challenge last. What's her name? She from Miami. Magami. Not Magami. Why you name yourself Magami? The other little chicken, she pretty, but you won't tuck. I'm like, girl.
Maybe she too meaty down there.
But that's okay on Drag Race because they don't put on breasts, they don't put on nails, they don't do a lot of shit. So,
and that's why Miss Thing is over here jumping off of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl.
I haven't even watched Drag Race this season. How is it?
Boring. The only thing that's good is the people that's left. Morphine, thank you. That's her name. Morphine. She won't tuck to save her life. It looked like you got a hairy bush and you still got so much hair, it's just puffy.
I mean, but that's the precedent that they've set over there.
So she's Puff Daddy?
She Puffy. Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh my God.
I don't like it. No, we're gonna go to commercial break because I don't got mad. I don't got pissed off.
So my mukbang on KFC chicken is I like KFC chicken, but I don't know, like it's just like I don't like that business. I already eat from Church's. Bitch. What are you moving for? But I right there. You dead for you gone now for sure. But I rather do that. Church's near KFC. Just saying. That's my.
For somebody to come and be like an angel, sometimes it may happen. But what are you waiting for? The word is always going forth. Why are you remaining in the same same way that you're in?
I exercise every day. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, cut the camera. Cut the goddamn camera.
Ai, Gabriel, me ajuda, Gabriel. Ai. Gabriel, me ajuda aqui que eu caio.
Supposed to eat it. Damn, bro, what you doing tonight? You trying to eat this pussy? Bro, what the? I knew he did.
Okay. Shh. Come on, let's go. Okay, hush. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Let's go see. No, come back. Mom, let's go see. No.
Times is hard, man. I'm tired, bro. Every time you turn around, you gotta pay bills. I'm tired of paying bills. I don't have it like that.
Girl, every time I go to the mailbox, they got something.
I don't have it like that. That's why I started me a new job.
You know.
That's why I came over here this morning because I want you to help me. We're gonna work from home, and we ain't gonna have no problems.
Work from home? From over here?
Yeah, from over here. We're gonna work Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. I'm gonna come here at 7:30 every day, but I'm gonna need you to be the main, the head of the operation.
What operation?
Let me show you.
Operation? What, that's a company? What is that, motherfucker?
You want a Christmas? Do you want to have a good Christmas?
I don't know nothing about no fucking dope. All I know about some white powder they put in their fucking nose, and they ain't coming to the house. I know damn well.
I'm on it.
I ain't holding that. Get away. Get away. Regan, what's wrong with you?
Hollering, people gonna come outside.
You done lost your fucking mind. Bitch, get away from here right now. Go back where you stay.
Mom, work from home. I'm gonna tell them to come get it.
Come get it. Oh, no, come get it. No.
They're gonna knock on your door.
This is the last song. Who is Jill Scott? Words and Sounds, Volume 1. The fuck? I sang 16 songs already. What's the bonus?
Hey, everybody. It's me, Leon. Yeah.
Dion can never get them bottom teeth right, cause
Hey, bitch, I tell you. Yeah. Dion, yeah, right. It took them a long time to get Dion some teeth, though. It took Dion a long time to get her own self some teeth.
She just kept on walking on by.
You know who could do Dion, and I called her and told her.
Oh.
She could do young Dion. Kenya.
Kenya who?
Black.
Okay.
If you look at Kenya Black look like young Dion.
Okay.
She got the same structure. Well, she got when she was small though. Kenya might be finna move back down there with y'all.
She said she don't want no Atlanta. I don't think she want to do Atlanta.
She's sick of Chicago.
No, Kenya not sick of Chicago. River's sick of Chicago.
Oh.
Kenya likes Chicago.
But River got a job by now. So you know,
come back to Atlanta, River. We miss you.
Baby, come back. Speaking of being come back to Atlanta. I might be coming to Atlanta soon. I hope.
Come on through.
I need to come down there for something, so I'm gonna try to figure it out if I'm gonna make it happen. I heard some people doing North America that I want to go watch too.
Oh, come through.
So I kind of want to see what's going on up in the north. I might want to go see who flying north.
Flying north, baby.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna catch Southwest to Atlanta and see who flying north. So before we go into these general topics, no, while we're finna go into general topics. I'm sorry. If you go into a relationship with a person that is a porn star, content creator, or a sex worker, should you be surprised that they have several encounters outside your relationship, other than what they do to make the money? See, that's kind of hard because if you go into it, I think when you go into with this content creator, you got to be open-minded first of all, and I just don't know. Like,
so I go into all three of my relationships thinking that you are still doing stuff outside of what we do anyway. So,
how many?
All three.
Okay.
So I think that they're doing stuff outside of what we do. So as a content creator, I definitely think you're gonna be doing stuff. I mean, I think anybody is doing stuff.
And the reason why I say is because I know you're a content creator, and I know, you know, this is probably why I want to have you. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I wouldn't think that I'm gonna get into a relationship with you.
Because the content creator is like how some people are with the pageant boys when they win.
Exactly.
Content, they then become a gay celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I want to play with this person. Not that I really want to be with the person. I want to play with the person.
Because my question is, because Trent, I know you have a different view about stuff, and you probably be like, I don't care. You can screw whoever you want to screw and all that kind of stuff. But I just wonder, I'm very curious to meet or to know of someone that has gotten into a relationship with someone that does porn and does all of this stuff, and they that the person is faithful outside of when they're doing the shooting and the filming. I would be very curious to see if that has happened.
My thing is like, just like y'all say,
Hey, Raven.
content creator, they that's what they do. That's like how we do shows and how we do pageants. So how many times do you create the content, and like how many times you go to work, and you know, and
well, you work, most people work 40 hours a week. If you don't work, you don't eat. So you gotta work.
but no, you ain't gotta work all the time though when you content create, because you posting this stuff. So do you set out like days? Okay, I'll work on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I gotta make how many films on Tuesdays, how many films on Thursdays, and then I can post these out like.
I have a few friends who content creators, and sometimes they go out of town for a weekend and might go, like, let's say I'm gonna go to LA, and whoever the content creator out there, I might work all weekend in LA and make 9-10 different videos. So I might be posting them not all back, but I have 9 in my vault to post.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that means you can take a break and like not do nothing for a long time, maybe like a month, because you have all this content that you up and
I'm fucked for a whole weekend, 10, 12 people, then I might not want to do nothing when I come back home.
I don't know too. Just like I take my brushes everywhere I go, and I work all week with my brushes and my makeup and stuff. That's what I use for my job. That's their job. Their ass and their dick, their mouth. That's their job. And for someone to be a content creator who make porn or whatever, these people have to me, and you have to love sex, and you have to like sex with different people. So I think that when you go and when you shopping for a lover, someone that's gonna love you for the rest of your life, you need to monogamy need to go out of your brain, because these people are fueled by sex. They're fueled by the actions of it all. It not necessarily mean that they love the person that they're having sex with or doing it on the outside, but they're using these different hoes all week long. How do you expect them to be faithful to you? Because this is their job is to be unfaithful, no matter what. If it's their job or not, they still getting fucked, sucked, fucking dating. It's for the world to see. So you got to be a very strong-minded or like-minded person to even be in a relationship with someone that indulges in this type of content, because you can't put your feelings too deep in it, because they're going to have sex. That's what they do.
They provide fantasies for people.
They provide fantasies. And people on the outside are paying them money and stuff like that. This is how they make their money. You know, you got to be okay with it.
But do you think that my question is, okay, let's say they're not a content creator, but they're a porn star, right? They do make the films and stuff. Do you think there is a porn star out there that they only have sex with other people when they're doing the filming, but other than that, it's just their partner? Do you think that that's a thing?
Listen, I'm not surprised by anything. I believe that is a possibility.
And I wouldn't say 100% of anything is true. So I won't say 100% of content creators or porn stars are unfaithful. But do I think a great majority do other things? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's a tension in it all too. Because some porn stars and people who make that type of content, they are very popular, and they are very like almost like some type of celebrity as well. So when they go out, people gawk at them. They love that attention. That's why they keep the body nice. They make sure they keep content coming for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. You know, and you almost have to be kind of self-absorbed to even do that. So you shouldn't even be trying to be in a relationship unless somebody really truly understand what that entails.
So do you think?
Let me get one more thing in, Chevelle, before you go. So when you're doing stuff outside of you filming and outside of your relationship, and you're doing other stuff, is that considered on-the-job training?
Yes.
Okay. I like that, Dominique. That's definitely what it is.
Hey.
Well,
That's definitely they learning new things for the job.
We don't call it on the job training. We call it a professional development.
Okay.
Oh.
Now you're taking it corporate now.
Okay, so what if they're the content creator, but their friend, their partner is not a content creator, but so it should be okay for them to like do whatever they want to do outside of it, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I think most people do.
Even swap ain't no swindle. Absolutely. You know, and y'all got to have these type of conversations before y'all, delve into a relationship of this magnitude, because that's a hard thing to get on your ex or your whatever, and you see your lover getting plunged or they doing plunge, and most of them is some naked sex going on. Ain't no rubbers and shit, and that's a lot to see. I open this app up and you pushing calm out your booty hole and shit. I gotta be very strong minded.
Even done at the house.
Gotta be very strong minded for that shit.
Could we find someone that's in the industry and have them to come on and talk about relationships and stuff like that? Could we do that one time? It would just be nice.
I would love to see that.
Well, actually, not the person that does it, but the person who has been with someone that does it, and see what type of mentality they had to have and they were in a long relationship, not like, we were together a month, but somebody that was with someone for at least a year or so.
No. A month is a very long time in our lifestyle.
Well, I'm talking about something a little bit longer than that.
That's 6 months.
Daddy.
That's six
But
months.
Just to see what their mentality was like say, okay, you wake up in the morning, just like you say, I'm finna go be teller at the bank. They say, oh, I'm finna go this. So it would be really interesting to hear that perspective and just see what the process was like for them in that relationship and how the relationship functioned, knowing that when your man came home, he said, well, let me go take a shower first. Knowing what has just happened prior to him coming home. It would just be really interesting to hear that perspective.
Yeah. I wonder what people are really big superstars in that industry, like Mr. Marcus. I wonder if he was married or Justin Slayer. I wonder if they had wives or girlfriends, whoever, because they were fucking bitches left and right. And
Brian Pumper.
They were like Brian. They were like A-list celebrities in that field.
Mm-hmm.
And it also depends on how lucrative it is too. If this affording you a different type of lifestyle, that working a regular 9 to 5 or doing something or having a great job, then I understand it, but still, you gotta be a tough-minded motherfucker to have somebody to come home and say, "Baby, I'll be right back. I'm going to bring you some syphilis. I'll bring some syphilis later on. You want gonorrhea to go with it or something like that."
Oh my God!
It'd be that way. When you're making a certain amount of money with it, and it's some gay porn stars that make a lot of money.
Come in it. She said that's exactly why I prefer to date another content creator. People always act like they're okay with it when in reality they're not until they need money from you.
So Stacey, are you in the business?
Yeah.
Holler at us. Come on, holler at us.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I know for sure I couldn't date somebody like that.
I couldn't either.
You said that you could not?
I could not at all.
I could not either.
I would definitely play with you and do things with you in the moment, but that's just the of it all.
Ain't no shook hands in Brooklyn.
But
I know what.
Oh, that's little Kim. That's little Kim, baby.
Oh,
come on, Double Ain't no shook hands in Brooklyn.
Listen, so Chevelle would did some shows down in Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
We in the dressing room getting ready for the show. Bitch, I'm blasting Lil' Kim and I'm just doing them lyrics. And she looked around and she looked at me and she said, Oh, Dominique, I didn't know you did.
You such a wholesome girl. She thought you gonna be listening to Run the Clock. He brought me all the way.
Hey, man, awesome motherfucking say, what's that Taylor Swift chick? If I tell you, and then Dominique will wear her booty shorts and her bra top, baby, and juke on the show. And, I was like, oh, Miss Dominique.
Dominique, you a Lil Kim fan like that?
Oh my God!
Just
I
like,
love that old school.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Nastier.
Yes.
That they talk.
Listen,
Foxy Brown and all them.
Yeah.
I love
how about
that.
we just finished discussing songs for our pageant, and Lil Kim is one of the songs. I don't say which song it is, but Lil Kim is one of the artists for the girls lip sync battle this year.
Oh, I love that.
I need to come enter because I rock that shit out.
That woman that anything talking about cooches and stuff, that's Dominique music.
Look, Dominique,
Yeah,
you used to be scared of the dick. Now what?
But now I throw lifts to the shit. Handle it.
Handle it.
Real bad. Janet Jack me. I take it in the bud. Yes, what?
I love it. Hot damn ho, here we go again.
I think you know whitewash woman, honey.
Baby, not get it confused.
And that's the thing, and like I was even riding in the car with Tommy Ross one time, and Tommy was Lil Kim had just came out with something. I don't know if it was Jump Off or something. It was like one of them. And Tommy knew all the words to that too. And I'm like, girl, what?
Go ahead, Tommy.
I was like, girl, what? And she was like, child. And I was like, child, nothing. You didn't do that on the show, girl. Don't you know how paid you'll be?
Listen, they would line up from the door outside.
If I tell you, Tommy be knowing them songs, and she knowing for word.
Did Tommy Ross touch Lil Kim titty? That was Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
That was Justin Timberlake.
So, why do you feel people feel more empowered to say things on social media than they wouldn't say in person?
Because they can't readily get their ass whooped. And they can hide for as long as they want, as they can duck and dodge.
And what I hate is when they do stuff and they say stuff and they post it on social media, then you take it down. What you take it down for? You said what you said.
Because we done got the screenshot.
Yeah.
Want the kids screenshot? You ain't got away with nothing.
Period.
You ain't got away with nothing.
We were screenshotting to the people.
And I don't get it, like, because when you said it, you said what you said, and you meant what you said, and you said it with conviction.
They get keyboard courage.
Yeah, keyboard courage.
Yeah, you can say anything. You can say anything.
Courage.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Kasha, she didn't go to that dressing room when she didn't make 12 and say, good luck to everybody else except the one murderer in here.
Yeah.
You got home, do that kind of stuff. Looks like do it in the person's face.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Amanda was on Baxter's show last night.
I watched the whole thing. I watched what Chevelle posted in the group.
Amanda said she whooping that girl on site.
What? See, I can't watch this show because I be playing cards on Tuesdays. What was he talking about?
Yeah, because I didn't even get to watch it. I just posted in the group and I was supposed to go back and watch it. So
he was telling Amanda that she kind of started it first because when she was at the prelim and she was like, made a comment about something and maybe the girl was in earshot of it and and it started from there. It became this rivalry type of thing, so
I think she said at the prelim, she said the comment she made was there was no way that Akasha beat her.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said at the pageant, at the national pageant, after the 12 was announced, she said, you're going to crown the girl that can't even make the top 12.
Oh.
Who said that comment?
I believe that's what Armani said that she said.
That Kasha said.
No, Armani said.
Armani said it.
Mm-hmm. It's Kasha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so that's
so
what
I didn't know they did
said.
wrestling together as well.
I also think when you are going back and forth with somebody, because a lot of people have rivalries that's on stage, and that's what makes pageant to me great. When you have this rivalry, but you have to keep the rivalry on stage and not talk about personal stuff or off stage stuff. So
or even things that you don't know factual about. If you're gonna read about facts.
Yeah.
But like I always tell y'all, people don't care about facts. They just want something entertaining. They're gonna grab onto whatever is entertaining, and that's what they're gonna run with. So whether she told the truth or not about the situation,
what the entertainment got you though.
Right. Damn, I really hope they don't fight.
Because Baxter told her that she just needs to chalk it to the game and just be like, you helped ignite this, just squash it. And Baxter
she said she's not.
Baxter did say that. He said just let it go. You were a part of this. Just leave it alone. But but she said
owned up to her part in it.
Yeah. He used those words. He said you have to be accountable for your role in this is what Baxter said. He really, which not that I don't know anything about Baxter, but I just thought that was just really big of him to say on the live that you know what, I can't ride with you completely on this one because you had a part in this, and you can't regulate how she reacted to what you said. It's basically how he was.
Which is a double-edged sword, because at the same then she can't be mad at how her money take what she said. So it's so many elements to this. But I hope that two entertainers in the industry can come together, sit down and talk and absolve all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what?
It's crazy. Well, I hope
they gotta fight it out, because we gotta determine who got the bad body. We talk about bad bodies around here, and when we talk about bad bodies, it can only be one bad body.
You know what I mean? That the good body will win. So whoever wins, that's who got the best body.
I don't know, but it can only be one bad body. It can't be two.
And then you said last week that Armani had gout. I don't want Akacha to step on her foot and try to get an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because if she stomp her foot, then she can't. It's gonna knock her off her game a little bit.
Said that in public, so now she's gonna be gunning for her foot, but also Armani can watch out to move fast, stick and move.
Right, stick and move. Yeah. I don't know. Armani, we want to see a positive energy towards you girls.
I just
want y'all to get over this.
Y'all take it to a pageant and handle it at a pageant, and not at a national. Not at a national. Go to y'all.
That's what they just did.
Well, no, go to another pageant where, not the national stage. Go to somewhere else. And then y'all chop it out there and let that be that,
It got to be a pageant with swimsuit, though.
It got to be pageant with swimsuit.
Yeah, it got to be a pageant with swimsuit so we can see these bodies.
No, they already did swimsuit.
But they bodies and backs. So we need to figure out.
We need to have trade together and see who trade love the most.
Who we gravitate to the most.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hair and fashion trends changing. Do you think it's time to update how we score contestants in pageants? I think that you should allow people to be who they want to be and what they think what is their aesthetic for their gown. When I judged Miss Gay America, I love the fact that they allowed them to wear hair down. It wasn't always updos and all that kind of stuff like that. But I do think certain people will look better in an updo than they would in a down piece of hair. So it's up to you and how you look. But I think that you should allow people to be able to do different hairstyles in evening gown.
I definitely think you should move the needle. Allow people to do things. That's why I go to a lot of pageants, and even the people who say they want to be trendy in pageants, they still are afraid to be trendy because they don't want to go so far out of this box. So they still have what they consider as traditional hair or traditional this, because it's a double-edged sword. Because if you might have a judge like me who I love the risk taking. I love the trendy stuff. But then you might have a judge like Trent who likes traditional stuff, or who likes, you know, what he considers pageantry and the beauty queen of it all.
Because like, not to cut you off, but like when you do stuff like how Alicia D. Wishes had did the bald head look, I appreciated the risk taking of the bald head look. But when you are bald head, you're not supposed to make your face round like this. Yeah. When you have to bring out your makeup,
you have to blast it back,
and you need to make sure your head is smooth and it's all one color and stuff like that. You can't round out your face. You got to have a whole look and think about what you're doing when you're making this look. So to me, she couldn't have worn gown because it didn't look, the makeup wasn't cohesive with like everything and how you're supposed to look, and along with some other things. But you know, you got to think about stuff like that.
And I just think that we just have to get to a place to where we have to realize that there's different types of beauty. Mm-hmm. And beauty doesn't have to look a certain kind of way. And, you know, and I think that more people would be more willing to participate if they did not feel like they had to suit a certain mold, or if they had to fit a certain standard. So I do think that they just need to kind of, you know, just try to give people the opportunity to be more expressive of who they, you know, as long as it fits the category, allow them to express that in whatever way that they feel is best for them.
Like
no, but
I was like, even at my pageant, like we don't have formal wear. We have like red carpet wear, and we say like red carpet for like Grammys. Because that could be, you can be in a suit, but if you want to rock some tennis shoes with that look, rock your tennis shoes with your suit. Like, don't be, like, you don't have to feel that you need to be in this box that sometimes pageantry put you in, because you're like, I don't want to step so far. I feel like I got to have a handbag or something on my head for this complete sports boy. No.
But at the end of the day, too, it's still a beauty pageant, okay?
No,
number one. There are still standards. There are still standards that set forth as the foundation. You can build up on the foundation. Here's the thing about a risk. A risk is 50-50. It may work and it may not work. Just because you're different in a pageant don't mean it's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes some people go too far to the left and don't really understand the whole pageantry situation. So sometimes it's hard to judge, you know, but a lot of people take risks. I always go back to Stasha when I feel like, to me, she was the first person I saw wear rhinestone shoes and the jewelry to match the shoes and everything for swimsuit at Continental. It started a trend. Nobody was doing it. What's her name? Nikki Bonet at Black Universe, when she had the beaded blouse on with the stones on her head and stuff. No one had done that. But when she presented it, it was so great that it made people say, hey, I'll start doing this now. And just like when fashion houses come out with a line, every time they come out with a line, it's not good. They're just taking a risk sometimes, you know. And you got to understand that with taking a risk, it may not be good. You may turn somebody off. And you can't always get mad at that, because some people are ahead of their time in pageantry and some people are behind time, you know. So it still got to make sense. It still got to make sense.
But you know, the thing about it, what I would like for people to, but here's the thing that I think should be recognized, right?
Okay.
Consider that what would be evening gown for me from where I come from the Black community, may be different from somebody that's a little bit, you know, more upscale New York. So why can't I represent what's elegant for me and for where I'm from and where
you
I come from? Why
you
can't?
But it may not get the point. You may not get the score you want, and so then you can't be mad at that, because each system, you have to do your homework for each system. Each system requires something different. Neil just stated in his pageant, you can wear tennis shoes in your evening look. You can't do that at Continental. You can't do that at Black America.
You're going, study where you're going.
Study where you're going.
And I do like the fact that even when leading up to Black America, how they would post things about what they're changing and what you can do and wear for sportswear, things gown and all that kind of stuff like now. And I think that promoters should brief their judges. When you brief the judges on judging, please let them know that it is okay for them to do certain things because this is not your standard.
Yeah.
I have to tell them this is not your standard.
Yeah.
So this is what we're actually looking for, and even if they do it, it's okay. But when they present it, they got to present it well.
Right.
You
and
know,
like Perry said, a head to toe look. You can't never go wrong with a head to toe look.
Never go look.
Well, let me tell you, a head to toe look might get you a clean score. A clean being 8, but you know, you got to have that extra oomph to me. And
well, that's what the head to toe look can be, the oomph.
And shout out to the Westland family, Trey, Goldie, D West. They briefed us before we started. You know, hey, such and such, and it made it easier because sometimes, you know, everybody don't run their system the same. So it's great to know what you're looking for, you know, how to judge, you know, so that when we get backlash for judging or the comments and stuff, we can always refer back to the owners and stuff, and they can chime in with us. This is what we require at our system. You know what I'm saying? So the judges don't always take the heat for that. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the judges for sure, because like I would never have a person who I don't think is fashion forward or trendy as a judge, because if I think that you are a conservative judge, then you're not the best judge for my particular system. Not saying that you're not a good judge.
Because Neil wants you to take 10 points for one category.
Uh-oh.
Neil wants you to hold up zeros and shit.
Uh-oh.
That's that ballroom part of it right there.
Yes, I'm like, bitch, that was a fool. Give that person the score that they deserve. Because at my pageant, the audience is there waiting for the judges to put their scores up. And they're like, oh, bitch, they trying it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody be like, oh, this judge is really trying, because that was not that score. But I want people who are trendy and fashion forward, not somebody who want just the traditional things. Like, for example, Tamara. I would never have a Tamara judging, because Tamara is very old school.
Tamara who?
Chevalier.
Oh.
So
but can you take off for like stuff like when people have crooked teeth and stuff like that?
No.
Because this is a beauty pageant.
Well,
you know, I don't do that, but I'm just saying, like, some people aesthetic don't be right. I had somebody come in our face and talent and do talent and stuff before, not saying what pageant, and they breath stink. I could take off for that because I shouldn't smell that in front of me like that.
You should sit at the table and start going like this.
Well, but however, you know, when it comes to like hair and makeup, fit and stuff like that, maybe not. But when it comes to overall appearance, that could be a place that you could do that. Say it, the whole picture isn't coming together for me.
And I opened my eyes because your breath had hit me so and it shut me down.
because of the Sweetheart Plus, like last year, you remember I told you about the girl Venus, who did the talent, where she sign language the male part. I took issue with it because I felt like it wasn't a male up there. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna do a duet, then I need to see the male counterpart. That's how I felt.
But see, I don't like that analogy, because it's a lot of bitches that get on stage and act like they're playing the instrument. Ain't no instrument on stage.
Well, I get that, but we talking about two big voices that's prominent in the whole talent, right? But that didn't stop her. She came back this year and did something similar to it and won talent. So you just never know. Every judge sees something different, you know. So and that's the beautiful thing about having different types of judges down. We won't all see the same thing, and we won't all agree with the same thing, and that's okay. You know, it's really okay.
It's subjective. It's subjective. Pageantry is subjective.
It's subjective. I looked at a continental score sheet. Good is 1 through 20. Excellent is 21 through 30. So superb or something is 31 through 40. So when y'all talk about people judging off their opinion, that's all it really is. Because if I circled that you was excellent in gown, you still 10 points away from the person that was superb.
You have so much range in them numbers.
So much range. And each one of them say good, superb. Because a lot of people say, you talking about good job and still took points. good job don't always mean you did a great job.
Good, superb, excellent.
Right. And so, you know, and then you circle 21 through 30, and you still got to judge within that 21 through 30. So it may be 25 out of 30. When I don't circle the 40,
what about the 28?
Right.
See, because you can still give it like a 28, 27.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. How important is it the public opinion when you're a pageant representative? It's very important. Public opinion is very important in how people perceive you as a title holder, because it can they can tear you down and make your reign a living hell, especially because of social media these days. And they can make you feel a certain type of way, and they can make you feel like you don't want to, you know, because what you feel like you're doing is not right, but you feel like you're giving your all. And sometimes your all is just not good enough for some people. But you know, you can't let what these people say about you tear you down and get in your head, because if this is what you want to do, you got to be strong enough to take public scrutiny. And you could take and receive what you want to take and receive.
Right.
To you to apply those things. And you got to see in yourself if what they're saying is true, or not, you know. But it's totally up to you. But if you want to be in this, you got to be, you know, prepared for public scrutiny, especially now because of social media. Dominic, what you think?
I mean, it can, but you know, the thing about it is that it definitely can, you know, really weigh heavily on you, because, you know, some people, their critiques of you are genuine. They're coming from a real place. It's coming from an experienced place. And then there's some people that no matter what you do, they're going to have something negative to say about you for whatever reason that may be. But it's just like you said, you know, you have to learn how to block that out. And if you find any of that stuff that applies to you, you can say, okay, you know what? That gown I had on last night probably was ugly, or whatever the case may be that they're reading you about. You know what I'm saying. But you know, you can't let it ruin your year. Which, you know, when I was Miss America, you were Miss US of A around that same time. That was when social media was starting to make its way, and Carrie Fairfield was around, and all people wanted to do was post negative things, and I am here to tell you, I allowed it to ruin my year, because I read all of the threads, and you know, and I really let it bring me down. And you know, you really have to, you know, be strong in spirit and strong in mind, to where you just be like, you know what, it really doesn't matter. It's about how I feel about what I'm doing, how my you know, the owner is feeling about what I'm doing, because people are going to have negative things to say about you regardless, especially if they're not a fan. If they felt their girlfriend should have won, maybe you can, every turn you take, they're going to have something bad to say about what you're doing. So, yeah.
Trent,
listen, this is what I always tell people, and a part of everything you got going on, you have to really love on you first. I know we get in this business for people to celebrate us, to put us up on pedestals, and to cheer for us. You know, I always say, if you live for the applause, then you're going to die from the booze, right? Don't get so caught up in the whole situation, right? So feel good about yourself from the beginning. I had a chance one time to interview Wesley Newcomer, and Gracie Lou Freebush did the pageant. And she had so much confidence in what it is that she was bringing. This was her first national newcomer pageant, or second pageant altogether. Her confidence was on 100. I said, well, you know, you so new to this. You only been doing it a year. You know, are you going to be able to go on the road? Are you going to? She was like, yes, I am. She said, I learned how to do my makeup to my liking. I'm a skilled hairstylist. This is what I do by trade. so I can keep my hair looking good. She said, I got me a sewing machine. I learned how to sew so I make clothes that I like. Don't forget that this is you who has to like it before anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like my style. Everybody don't like Badu. Everybody don't like her type of music. Everybody don't like Beyonce type of music. But it's still gonna be put out there, and someone gonna love it. You don't need everybody to love what you're doing. First of all, you got to feel good about it. You got to be the one to stand on that stage in front of people and put yourself in front of people so they can scrutinize and say things about you, you know. And that's you. You got to love your fucking self first. Don't let these people get up and tell you what you should have wore, what you should have did, or you wear this too much, or I'm sick of you doing that song. Take yourself out of that. That's their problem. That's their fucking problem. Reign how you know how to reign. Seek people. If you don't know how to do something, go seek people to help you do it. You know, always work on yourself. Always get better at what it is that you're presenting. But people always got something to say, whether it's good or bad. You can put your best. You can take every dime you got and get on the stage for these people, and they still won't even clap for you.
Sure won't.
You know,
and to piggyback off of what Trent is saying is that a lot of times, though, the people that are doing all these critiques, they have absolutely no idea what a successful reign means anyway.
Right.
They're wanting to them, success is what's making them beat the walls for you.
You want me to turn it? You want me to have on headpieces and beaded gowns and stuff just to do walks for you? No, I'm not doing that.
But then you have two contestants that
this,
you give
this, this is the question about public opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I think anybody that does something publicly, when you decide to do something publicly, you need to consciously know that the good and the bad's gonna come with it because you're doing something publicly. When we do this show publicly, I see some people who will nail me to the cross on 1 week and then agree with something I say 20 minutes later. So it's like, don't do something publicly if you can't take the good with the bad, because everything that we do is not going to be bad, and everything that we do is not going to be great to people. And we have to be able to accept that everybody is not going to like our thing. But I think the problem is when you get defensive about it and you feel the need to address people that say negative things about you. Don't address that shit, because now you're giving somebody power to know that, oh, that's bothering me.
That bothers me.
Do your thing and have your reign. Don't come with these sad subliminal posts about I'm doing me or X, Y, Z. Just do you.
I agree with that.
We have some excellent entertainers and pageant kings and queens. They have accomplished many great things. Do you think some of them become so arrogant and it causes people to root against them? Sometimes I think that can happen. I think but when you, I think that when you are in a place of spotlight and everybody is loving you, some people do want to root for your downfall.
And it's the saying that goes that
that's what it is.
It's the saying that goes around that says something like, if you're the hero long enough, if you stick around and be the hero long enough, you return to the villain. So people will praise you up until a certain point, and they're going to turn on you. And at some point, people want to see somebody else defeat you. They want you're only going to be like on the top for so long.
They want you to humble yourself.
You got to humble yourself. Chevelle, you don't want too many titles. We want this bitch to come beat you. Not that we really ride for the bitch. We just ride for anybody that's going to beat you.
But also, though, the thing about it is that it's not necessarily that they're rooting for your downfall. They're rooting for somebody else this time. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they're against you. They're just rooting for something else. They're rooting for somebody fresh or somebody else that they think may be deserving of the moment. So I think what happened, this is what I think happens.
Come on, Dominique.
Oh, she too cocky. She thinks she could do this, that, and the third. So, I want to see somebody else beat her.
It's the evolution. It's the evolution, though.
I can't hear you.
You done went out, Dominique. You went out just like the lights did in Georgia.
And I mean, out.
Naomi Michael does to herself. Nobody makes her do the dumb shit she does.
Sandra, we're gonna love on her.
Yeah, but you know, as Mr. or Miss Black Universe, you are going to get a level of criticism that no other pageant gets, because Black people can be very critical. And Black Universe comes with a lot of grows.
Which universe?
Blows, but it comes with a lot of people that's going to nail you to the cross too. You can't let those people know that they nail you to the cross at all times, because they will get to you and they will do you in. And you can't respond to all this either.
But here go the thing. We put these people on pedestals and we get mad when they start acting like the star that you wanted them to be. You push them all the way up there. Then you get angry when they start acting like that. It's okay long as you deem them great. But when they start deeming themselves great, then it's a problem.
That's in
You know what I'm saying?
That's in every field. That's in every profession.
You know what I'm saying? So let people be who they are. If you blow a motherfucking head up big enough, they gonna start believing whatever you say they are.
Because they always believed anyway, but they was holding back.
You know,
but there's a way to be that person, but not act like a total cunt and bitch to people. You can be somebody that's celebrated, that people be like, oh my God, everything you do is gold, is gold, is gold. But then when you start acting in that, that's what makes people start to resent you. But when you maintain that humbleness about yourself, realizing that I'm just doing what I do, I'm just doing the best that I do, what I know how to do. That's different. But when you start, like, say somebody wins something over you, and then you have to start listing all your accolades. I had nothing to prove because this, and this. That's what brings on the other piece of it. Because sometimes you just have to take an L and just be like,
when people like, oh, this bitch beat me here. Let's say example, this bitch beat me at Black Universe, so I'm gonna win Black America and show her. Girl, what you showing her? She already won Black Universe. You ain't showing her nothing. You just like go and do the pageant because you want to be this pageant. Don't do it to say
Sandra Lopez, pipe your ass down in these comments. What are you talking about?
I mean, Miss Sandra,
you pipe your ass down, Sandra.
Is lit up today.
Naomi ain't still at odds. Black America, y'all won Black America in 2012.
When I tell you I love me some Sandra.
Sandra don't play. Sandra got a mouth, baby, and she will use it on your motherfucking ass.
She is a complete Kiki. She a good time though. She's a
do y'all remember her live when she fired the child from the showcase?
Oh my God, that was so funny. That was so funny.
She walked in there and these comments, y'all are free to go. It's what Sandra said.
Yeah, we didn't even do this show. Good night.
But yeah, that's it. It don't take nothing to be nice though as an entertainer. It doesn't take nothing to recognize the younger generation that's coming up. I think that the girls that people have poured so much into throughout the years, who've obtained all the greatness, I think one thing they forgot to do. They forgot to leave the door open for somebody to come behind them. They forgot to pull a girl up to get to solidify their space in this thing too, because they're still competing with the same girls that came up under them. At some point, you got to move out the way and allow a new generation of people to come so that they can reign supreme too. But I think that's the biggest thing that happened.
A lot of people don't want to give up that power. And like we have a thing in our field, building capacity. Because building capacity, you want everybody to be able to do what you do. So although I'm an assistant principal, I am building capacity with 5-6 different teachers who one day will step into the role that I'm in, because I want them to come up and build the capacity and know exactly all the roles that I'm doing. And a lot of times people don't want to do that because they feel like that's them in their life, but that's not them in my life. I'm moving on to the next thing and I need somebody.
And see, that's true legacy too. That's true legacy. Yes. You leaving something behind like that, you pulling people up as you go, because you know realistically you ain't gonna be there forever. You got another plateau you're gonna go to. You know, like another level you're going to go to. And I don't think people understand that. Like, I think Atlanta failed in that aspect of it all too, because there was so many gatekeepers here in Atlanta. Pull these girls up. So many talented people came through this city. They got shut down because they want this person, that person, and they wasn't affiliated with this person and that person, because certain girls, you know, still want everything poured into them. If everybody's shining together, then it's brighter outside. Everything is brighter.
When I competed on Sunday, I knew that there was a chance, baby. I rarely even go to. Only time I probably ever pulled something out the closet at the day of to do a pageant was when I did Parliament House, and Neil was there. And but I did it on Sunday, and I knew that there was a possibility that, you know, somebody that prepared for the pageant like Heidi could beat me, and I was gonna be okay with that. But it was another girl that was in the pageant. She was totally new. This was her first pageant. She didn't know nothing. She didn't know where to go or anything like that. And so I just told her, okay, girl, just follow me and come out. She was number one, so I couldn't like tell her to like do stuff after I do it because she was number one. But I just told her, she's like, well, what do I do? I said, okay, well, just follow me. I took her wherever. This is where you're finna come in at. This is where you're finna go at. You go here, you walk this, and you got to teach them as you go. You know, this is her first time in the bed. She didn't know nothing. And so, you know, and me, my adrenaline going, worried about myself and this, that, and other, but I'm still taking the time out to like teach at the same time. You know, and knowing there is a possibility this Heidi prepared for this, that she could beat me.
Right.
Be okay, and I was gonna live with it because guess what? I've won so many things, and that's not gonna dim my light because I lost.
Right. It's not gonna. It'll help her career.
It's gonna change who I am. It's not gonna change my resume. It's not gonna do anything because I lost a pageant.
Right. Some people lose their mind because they lost.
Oh my God.
I saw people arguing over Miss Holiday pageant, some pageant in Columbus or Augusta, Georgia. And I'm like, what are y'all doing?
And let me tell you something. Moving to Atlanta was a shock for me because I had started out doing makeup in Memphis. And in the pageants, I remember Tanisha being in the same pageant, Tanisha Castanine, being in the same pageant with the girls that she was painting. Or if they makeup looked a mess, she said, come here, let me help you with this. And then when I got to Atlanta, it was like, oh, you can't do nobody but me. Oh, you can't touch nobody. I don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? We come from pulling people up. Hey, let me help you out with this. Let me pull this to help you pull this together. This is how this go. Don't do that, and don't do this, and don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, people sit on their knowledge because they don't want nobody to be as good as they are. You know, they don't want to create or curate any competition that may hinder them in the future. But then, how do you build the future? How do you secure the future? How do you sit back and truly have a legacy to say, I created something that I kept going, not that I stopped with a few people.
Well, I tell you, anybody who is, if you are, I look at people who are these so-called legends or icons, and you are the only person with this name, or is one person with the name, then to me, you have not completely done what you're supposed to do to keep going with to move on to the next generation. If I'm the only David around here, and I have won all these titles, and there's no other David behind me, then what have I truly done to promote and build on to the next person?
You have only self-served. Yeah. That's all you've done.
Question even that night was, what is an icon? And I told them an icon is someone that gives back to the community. They don't only just come and do shows and perform and give a great show. They teach the newcomers that's coming behind them, they need to leave a legacy. Yes. You know, and by telling them something or teaching them something, they can always say, well, I've learned that from this person. And that person was somebody that taught them that was like a person like myself. So, you know, that's what an icon is. An icon is just not you in the community, you were sticking on the show.
Right.
You know, because you can be sticking on the show and be at home.
Right. And you got all the bookings in the work.
But what this comes down to is that
the memory. Tamisha always told me that. Tamisha said, I want to leave a legacy. I don't want to leave memory. I want to leave a legacy.
But what this comes down to, though, is that you have a lot of people. Their only security is what people say to them and say about them. You have a lot of beautiful and talented people that on the inside, they are severely insecure.
Yes.
And those are the people that act that way.
Glamazon.
People who are, hey, Amaya, but the people who are confident in who they are, stuff like that don't bother them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that can be like, "Oh, bitch, your dress is uneven. Let me pull that down real quick," or they may be let me touch your makeup. Those are confident people because they know that helping somebody else is not going to take anything else away from them.
Or complimenting the next girl or saying, girl, you did that amazing. When I see other makeup artists tearing it down in the back dressing room, I have to go back there and look at them. I have to go back and see, what the fuck are you using back here? This is so amazing. I don't think I know what the fuck all, but I love to give flowers and just due to people that have come behind me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't live forever with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this forever, but when you create the legacy of it all, then it lives fucking on.
One teach one, right?
That's what Monique said.
Yeah, each one teach. Pageant is over when contestants are upset, confused, or make general comments about their experience. Should the winners or owners address these issues or make comments about the contestants on social media? I don't think they should make comments about the contestant on social media. If they see it, I think they should reach out to the contestants and ask them what could they do to rectify the situation that they had. But I do blame the contestant for bringing it to social media and not bringing it to the board or the people that owns the pageant, because every pageant that I have been involved in, they always ask you, is there any concerns or anything like that, that you want to, and this is in registration, that you want to, announce or, bring acknowledgement to, and a closed mouth never get fed.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, like, even when I talked to a contestant and they asked me something, I said, well, did you ask the owners? No, I didn't. Well, how are you going to get an answer if you never ask somebody? Mm-hmm. Open up your mouth. Say something. If you have some type of concerns, you can't get no changes if you don't open up your mouth and show your concern. And I know that sometimes people be like, well, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want them to think that I'm this, that, and baby, listen. If you don't stand up for yourself, who gonna stand up for you?
And you should do that.
Because if you can't go to Bella Noche, where can you go?
Can you go?
You should definitely do that. But I also think, like, when the person made these comments or go on social media after they lost the pageant and say, oh, I saw this, it's too late then. Your opinion is null and void to me. It's like, bitch, why are you talking now? You talking because you're bitter and you're a loser. And people like, oh, I'm not saying I'm a loser or I'm bitter, but it is what it is. No, bitch, you're bitter because had you won the pageant, you wouldn't be feeling this way. So if you don't say something at registration and if you choose to compete in the pageant, then shut your ass up and go home after your loss.
That's just like something just happened recently with somebody and a contestant told on something happened. But just like when we was talking about with with the weight thing at USA at Large and how Victoria and Park and them was like, no, Doré, don't wait that. Open up your mouth now. Open up your mouth now.
And they said Doré had a brick in her purse when she got on the scale, so she was fine.
Oh, she didn't get to compete.
I know, that's fucked up.
She should have had some pennies in a hem of a skirt or something.
Oh, baby.
Doré didn't compete that year?
Yeah, no, they made her sit out because Pork Chop Parker, who never came back and won.
I was the year that Taj Mahal won USA at Large, and Victoria Parker said that they wanted people to wait because she said she believed that Doré didn't win enough, so they weighed everybody. And Doré did preliminary the night before.
So Doré didn't win.
No, but they let her do the preliminary, so she had qualified.
Let her do the preliminary the night before.
And some bitch who named out a certain part of a pig come over here and say, hey, she's not big enough. No, bitch. You scared of me?
Owned by Craig Henderson, because he would always have a preliminary the night before. It was owned by him. And he owned the USA at Large at the time.
What's up, Baxter?
We got to registration the next day. They weighed everybody. Doré didn't weigh enough. And so she was cut from the pageant.
Hey, Victoria say the rules are the rules. Now,
it didn't benefit her now. She still lost.
Still lost.
Hell yeah. Flame.
But that's
got a motherfucking roll.
And that's just like when Miss Thane had me taken off the panel. Alicia Markstone had me taken off the panel at US of A Classic because she said I had something against her. And I was like, well, I do have something against you, but I'm not a person that cheats because I still compete. And I do believe in karma. So, and so they took me off the panel, and I told Jerry that she's not gonna make the 5 anyway, so it don't matter, and I got to book it. So, and that's when I performed at PO's here in Houston, and she didn't make the.
A couple of years, see, the same thing happened to me a couple of years ago. I judged Duval, and one of the contestants was like, "Oh, Jada doing the pageant, and that's Neil's child, so you got to concern me judging." First of all, I was working, so I didn't even come down to the pageant that year. But that person didn't even make the 5. But you concerned about me judging.
And the person who always have that issue is the person who never win or really make the top.
Yeah.
It ain't the judge. It's your motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Stop blaming it on the fucking judge. It's your funky ass. Yeah, you can't win.
Go to the pageant and compete and just do good.
Yes, ma'am, India Braxton. You'd be painted, honey. And I want to see that from start to finish.
And just pray that, things work out, even
put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Even if it got gout, put the best foot forward.
Oh my goodness. Trent. Trent.
Breaks loose after pageant. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone wants to go live. Do you think the problem with pageantry is the community? The community always has something to say, and I think that the community sometimes drives a wedge between girls. Sometimes,
yes,
and it don't even, and that has been that way for a very long time, and I don't think that's fair, and I don't think, once again, I think the girls should not let that community and your peers or people that's around you make you feel that way about another girl when you compete. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I told them I think somebody is gave me a little distance, and I didn't appreciate it, and I'm like, child, so we back there.
Mm-hmm. But I want pageant people to also be transparent and knowing, put what happened in pageantry to the things that you do in other factors. Because pageantry people will pit people against each other, but also these same pageant people will pit Beyonce against Rihanna, will pit this person against each other. So people do that. Don't make it seem like it's just a pageant thing. The same people do that in other fields and aspects. So that's just what people do in general. So it's
I don't
not
know.
a pageant thing.
I don't know, Chevelle. You may know this because you go back to competing back when the gay nationals and all this stuff. But I was sitting around dancers and stuff that used to dance for Basha and dance for Tamisha Iman. And back in the day, the competition, that kind of stuff was even more permanent back then. We just didn't have social media. Like I heard Tamisha dancers couldn't talk to Basha dancers, or it was a problem, or Tamisha come bust them in their chest or something because, you here with me. Nobody else. It has to be, you are here for me. You ain't fraternizing nobody because you're not going to cause me to lose no pageant. It used to be more at stake back then because you was running a pageant with 50 good bitches. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been this.
Everybody want their team for themselves. Y'all could be from the same cities and all
but they wage war against each other when it's pageant time, and it used to get real dirty and grimy. I mean, hence, allegedly, Tanda Andrews, did the thing with Tommy Gown, like don't make her fucking gown. Because I don't need her trying to beat me.
It was don't give it to her.
Don't give it her down. So it's this pageantry world always been cutthroat. But then we went through an era where it was like camaraderie for a minute, and then it got back cutthroat. It's cutthroat because everybody wants their person to win.
It's different now because I remember a time with the stars of the century, Raquel, Stasha, all of them before they went to Continental and all that kind of stuff. Those girls used to do their talents in Atlanta the Monday night before the show. So people in Atlanta already knew what their talent was. Because if you went to the show and they were doing the talents, it wasn't a big secret. They did the talent, they get the feedback and say, okay, let me see what I can change. These girls want to first keep that they doing the pageant a secret to the day of the pageant. Like, oh, I decided to do a thing. Bitch, get out of here. But now these kids want to be so secretive about what they're doing. they compete against their sisters, brothers, or they scared to compete against them. It's a whole different field now, and I hate it.
Yeah. Usually they could you could share. One time they went through it with a point where you could share dances and all that kind of stuff like that. But hey, listen, if it's not written, it's not real. Now that a lot of pageants don't have preliminaries, is it more important for them to keep their websites updated and have provided information and category descriptions for the contestants to view at all times? Should the categories and rules be discussed at orientation? I think so. I think that's very, very, very important. I think that nowadays you should break down the categories. Like I said earlier with how Black America was putting up descriptions of things that they're looking for now because they knew they were going into a change. So they were letting you know what that change was and what they were looking for. I had an orientation the other day with Miss Gay America Film, and I love the fact that they do have orientation way before the pageant with the contestants so they can go through the handbook, because it's a handbook of probably 30-something pages. And they break it down for you, and they let you know what the categories are, what these subcategories are, what that subcategory means. Because it's very important what the subcategory means.
I think it's different. It's different based on the pageant that you're running for, because if for that pageant, they require a lot out of their title holder. So they probably would be very detailed, explicit in their details what they're asking for.
As a national, if you consider yourself a national pageant, you should do that. You should.
But that's the thing. Every pageant don't want to be national. Every pageant just,
they do. Yours don't. Yes, they do, Neil. Now come on now.
No, every pageant does not want to be national.
They do. Miss Metro think they national. Shit, Duval think they national.
No, they don't. Every pageant does not require that.
Whoever reigning, they think they're national.
I don't think Duval think they national.
No, but every pageant does not require that.
But they do operate like that. They take care of their people. I saw how they take care of their people.
Yeah.
But you know what I think too, though? A lot of these pageants just started, didn't even know the essence of what national was. You know what I'm saying? And when you watch pageants that was deemed nationals, now say like the white pageants and stuff, they would have, and that's why preliminary was so important. You didn't have to wait till the day of the contest to see who was competing. You already had a list of who was coming because they had already qualified. They had already did their prerequisites before they even came to the national. So you knew who you was going to see and what team you was going to be on. So then when you got there, they talked about stuff like this because they had some people come in a day before or whatever, and then they go over the rules. They go over this. They go to
handbooks from the promoters.
Right. So then a lot of pageants just say, hey, I'm national. But then they didn't quite understand what they even meant for themselves because they don't operate national. So many of our pageants have changed up how they done everything. The formula has changed. The way they do things have changed. And change is okay. That's the only constant thing in the world anyway, is change. But sometimes it feels national and sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? They never stick to a certain recipe. So national falls on deaf ears sometimes. And then, like I keep saying, we always move the goalpost to appease all this inclusivity for everybody can be a part of it. But this was never a sport that everybody could be a part of, because with any other sport that you go pro in, you got to go to college. You got to be the good one they pick. You got to be at the top of your game. And that's why now we got so much mediocrity going on in pageantry, because it really ain't meant for everybody. It's for the people who do this.
Ain't the same for everybody either. The starting post ain't the same for everybody. Everybody don't have the same starting opportunities either.
But they have resources out here to make them good. Like the girls who go to
back then when they started, everybody didn't have the same starting post. So when we saying, these national pageants saying continental XYZ, the resources are different, and we have to recognize the resources are different. So don't try to compare.
We have to compare because.
How she get back on there?
So
because she's national. She's national.
I can't.
But here's the thing. Regardless of all of that, you should always want your contestants to have all of the information needed to be successful,
Mhm.
regardless of whether you're local, state,
We're not talking
backyard.
about resources, though.
No. The question was, should pageants have their rules and regulations on their websites or easily accessible for people? And I think that is because you should want your people to be successful. They need whether they're going to win or not, or no matter what resources they have. At least if I know what was expected of me, I can try to meet that standard to the best of my ability with what I have.
But here's the thing, and that's what leaves room for pageants to cheat. Because
you said all pageants don't want what?
All pageants might not feel national in that component. You can't tell somebody what they feel.
This don't have nothing to do with nationals. This says, should the categories and rules be discussed at an orientation? Do you think websites should be updated and have
about the websites?
That's for any pageant. So therefore, you don't have like no pageant description of your pageant because you don't have a handbook, right?
I do.
Okay, so is there pageant descriptions in your handbook? Is there descriptions in your handbook?
Yes.
So you should agree with what we're saying.
But I'm also saying I'm talking about the website portion of it.
You don't have one.
Correct.
That don't have nothing to do with you. Now, if you don't have a website, but you have a handbook, that's the same. That's a description of categories. So you have a description of categories, and you don't think that when you change that you're not going to update your description of categories? If you change your stuff for this year, you're not going to change the description in your book from last year? You're going to...
But I'm just fighting for the little people who don't feel it needed.
Let me tell you something. For contestants, you got to make sure you know where you're going to.
Yeah.
Call these owners. Talk to these owners about this stuff. Understand? Because let me tell you something. I did a pageant years ago. It was Mr. Gay Pride in Memphis. And they kept saying, you do this pageant. The winner get, this is a small amount, y'all. The winner get 400. And but you get free entry throughout the year. That was way back in 2002, 2001. So I don't know. But they was like, do the pageant, Trent. You know, it's $400 to the winner, $200 to the first one up. This is all we're going around. So I started getting, I said, okay, I got this. I go get first one up to Tevin, Lord rest his soul. Yeah, tell my little ass up in the pageant, right? So I get first one up to him, then I'm waiting around for my money. And the owner comes up and say, what y'all waiting on? I don't see nobody but the winners. I said, oh. I said, but the first one up get $200. He said, I ain't told y'all I'm getting no fucking... It went off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn. I think Monica Dupree, my best friend, was first alternate as well. And we were like, but no, we're supposed to get 200. But we didn't have a clear, concise understanding of what this pageant gave away. So, you know, it makes you look stupid when you go to these pageants and you don't fully know what's going on. And then when something transpired that's not favorable to you, then you have an issue with it. But there's no concrete evidence that this even exists. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful when you're walking up on these people pageants.
The pageant on Sunday that I did, they said in the on the flyer, let me put the flyer up, because I want them to make sure before I even came to do the pageant, I thought I put the flyer in here. But it said production that consists of a mic stand, a prop, person, something. And I told them I need to make sure. So if they walk out on stage, that's considered my production, right? And I got a microphone stand. They said yes. I said, okay. I need to make sure because this is what y'all said in parentheses. I need to know before I come here. So when I come, if I don't have even if I don't have him in my talent, I got this microphone stand. That's considered part of my production, right? And they said yes. I said, okay. I needed to know before I waste my time.
Because to the typical, to the regular person, when it says production, they would think we got to have backup dancers and stuff. So if there was not a rule book or if there was not a category description, you would have brought 8 folks with you and would have been pissed off
when you lost.
Chevelle got up on stage because I would have been bitching. Chevelle brought her funky ass up on stage and only had a microphone. How was that a production? Because there were no rules for me to read. how would I understand that y'all consider it clear to me on the front end?
Mm-hmm.
I think stuff like that, most people have rules for that, though. Most people have that written, or they'll go over that registration.
That's just like with Queen. Everybody think that you, for showgirl, you have to have a showgirl costume because they think showgirl, you got to have beads and rhinestones and feathers and all that kind of stuff like that. But that's why I can go back and break down what each one of those categories, what those subcategories mean. The ethnic showgirl, the theatrical showgirl, the Las Vegas showgirl. Break them down. Because theatrical showgirl and ethnic showgirl don't need feathers and all that kind of stuff. That's not part of what they calls for, you know. So you got to break these categories down, and you got to, when you go to these pages, just don't assume because you see it on paper. You got to call them and ask them. Like the pages that I'm getting ready to do is orange, blue, or white, or a combination. Can I wear just this, or can I wear all three together?
Right.
You know, I need to know. They have Black Gay Houston. It's black with a splash of color. If I can see this color is more potent than your black, that's a problem.
Yeah, because now it's just a splash of black.
Now it's a splash of black.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I don't like is when they say you got to have 15% of red, 20% of what's called.
Well, I tell you, I'm like, bitch, who came up with that costume saying 50% of this, 40% of this, 60% of that? Who is that bitch that said we're gonna do 60% or 40% or 30% of this color?
Okay, because when they say a splash of color, bitch, I'm wearing all black and I'm gonna wear some color jewelry, bitch. How about that?
Yes, a splash is different than saying a percentage.
A percent. Now, where is the percentage of the color is the
Who is back there measuring these percentages?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're gonna go to a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Oh my God.
All right, Nick. So you ready?
Yeah,
so touch your toes. Now spell run 3 times.
R-U-N. R-U-N. R-U. Hold up, man. What the fuck did you say? Got me saying R-U-N.
I said, how you spell it?
Spell run.
R-U-N. 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 Y'all motherfuckers got some motherfucking shit with y'all. I ain't doing this motherfucking shit no more. Cause this fucked up. Y'all know I got a fucked up back. They gonna tell me to do some stupid ass shit and I'm stupid enough to do this motherfucking shit. Fuck y'all motherfuckers.
I got my boy Legend in the building. You ready?
Yeah, man. I'm ready.
So, okay, first step, touch your toes.
Yeah.
Now spell run 3 times.
R-U-N. 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 Man, damn, fuck, man. What the fuck you talking about, man? That's some bullshit, man. R-U-N, man.
All right. Michael Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body. Michael Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body. Michael Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body. I don't get it. Michael Cheese Harry off of Kenny Body. What am I saying? Think about it. Michael Cheese Harry. Michael Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. 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 What is it? What am I saying? I know I'm saying something, but I can't figure it out. Michael Cheese Harry. Do you get it? Wait a minute. Michael Cheese Harry Alpha Kenny Body. Alpha Kenny Body.
Child, that was
They
that
dead
was
ass
cute.
wrong for that.
That was cute. I really like that one.
She said, "My cool cheese, Harry." Bitch, she could not get it together, honey. I got one more for y'all, and then we're gonna get out of here. Everybody loves a ride or die, but when does being a fan or a faithful follower become intimidation or bullying?
Right. You said what? Say it again.
Everyone loves a ride or die, but when does being a fan or a faithful follower become intimidation or bullying? I would say it be intimidation or bullying, but that's just like the Beehive to me. Like, nothing they can do is, everything is perfect. You can't check them for shit.
Yeah, you can't disagree.
No, you can't check. No, you can't check Beyonce. You can't say anything about Beyonce. They own you.
Yeah, but that's like your fan or your follower, and so that's like for real. Like, you jump down anybody's throat that say something about them, or can't nobody have no opinion about them. Oh my God,
you can't. But people, I've learned through doing this, people have their fans and they have their followers and people that agree with them. When me and Nicole was on here and going back and forth, oh my goodness. The Nicole likes, they was in my inbox. They was trying to wear me out. They was saying this. It was all.
You're her son, and they wearing you out about your mama.
Nicole likes was all in my inbox. So I'm like,
here, by the way, but like that's that can get out of hand. Chum, what you think?
I don't know. Some people just be so passionate about who they love. And sometimes they just see when people say anything bad about them, is that's a full on attack of the person. And it really don't be an attack. It's just I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give people freedom not to like anything, or they'll say, well, if you don't like it, you shouldn't just say nothing. But they forget that these people put themselves in front of people to be judged, to be, to see if you like it or not. And sometimes it can get crazy. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of it stems from just being passionate.
But these people, them and the person they following, gotta learn to take the good with the bad, because
that's true.
I do not let anything on here bother me. I'm gonna go to sleep regardless and lay up with my man, and we're gonna have a nice night.
Your man.
Yeah, we lay up with one right now.
Yeah, I lay up with one.
One at a time.
So, but these people, they be so bothered by the opinions of if I say something about somebody, or if any one of us says something about somebody, they want to make posts. I'm not responding to your post that you tagged me in.
I almost got beat up.
You are bored.
Nigga's feet is so big, I thought he was gonna kick me. But it seemed that I'm telling you, you gotta watch what you say. Like, I didn't even say it. You could be guilty by association. That man almost kicked me. He had a big foot.
Well, it wasn't a lie though, and that's the thing. It wasn't a lie. So how you coming to approach somebody about something that was said that first of all they didn't say, but that it wasn't a lie. That's the thing. It was not a lie.
I don't know. We're in such a sensitive climate now.
I was just asking my friend, when did people get so sensitive? Like, what year was that they got so sensitive?
When we told people to stop calling us punks and sissies.
I mean,
because we were the strongest then. We were whooping motherfuckers left and right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get why these people are the most sensitive. They're the most sensitive, hardcore people I've ever met in my life.
But
they want to be hardcore and they sensitive at the same time. I'm like, bitch, when did this happen?
Sometimes what you say, but how you say it. Amaya, I said that Peace State give away $500.
These people got to be okay with saying.
I was not supposed to say that.
I don't think she talking about that. I think she talking about it as a whole.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's what
Sometimes you damn if you do, and sometimes you damn if you don't.
I'll tell you something right now. So a lot of things don't bother me. This stuff don't bother me because I feel it's superficial to me at the end of the day. It's superficial. What I do, having the pageant, all that's superficial. But if I know that me saying X, Y, and Z is going to trigger somebody, when I tell you I'm gonna nail you to the cross with that, I'm gonna always do it. I'm gonna always.
You're gonna find their weak spot and you're gonna pounce on it.
If I figure out what your weak spot is, oh, bitch, it's over for you. If I know that you are a sensitive person about a particular pageant or a particular thing I'm saying, I'm gonna nail you to the cross by that.
I found out I've been trying to figure out who Amaya looked like to me or remind me of. And it's Miss Quad. I just realized it the other day. She favored Quad to me.
Quad.
married to Mel. So I was watching her perform, and I thought she looked just like Quad, and it came to me. I love me some Quad.
Now you getting ready for a pageant soon or something, huh? I don't want to give away your tea, but I heard a little birdie, come tell me. I'm coming to see you in action.
She been public about it.
Oh, okay. I'm coming to see.
What you doing?
I believe it's MBU, right?
You're right, but it's a prelim coming up.
Oh, okay. Oh, the preliminary. Okay. Yeah,
preliminary
I want. I think this will be my first year going too.
Are you coming to Black University this year?
I've never been to MBU, and I want to come support Amaya, so I think this will be my first year coming.
Oh, you're going to get the buzz, too. Next year, you're going to be competing.
So I can come see Amaya do the pageant.
Well, we
definitely have fun there.
I'll even go to a rave that week.
Well,
Well, I think we have a preliminary here in Houston. So, what's the preliminary, Neil?
Gemini MBU is sponsored by my son Yaheem and Giselle Lord.
Are you going, Neil?
Shout out.
I'm going. I'll be judging the prelim.
Oh, I'm gonna come too. Then I'm gonna come.
And that's also the Dupree reunion. So the Duprees will be very festive in Houston that weekend.
It's gonna be a Dupree takeover in Houston. Lord God bless.
Okay, Dupree. Shout out to the Duprees.
Duprees. Now, I don't fuck with all those bitches.
Not to be confused with Duprees. Like,
I hope you'll stay over and come to JR's on that Monday night where I host a strip show at JR's each and every Monday.
It's a strip show?
Yeah. So
is Suki there?
Strip who?
Suki.
Suki who?
Ganache.
Suki Hana.
Is his name Suki?
Silky Ganache be there sometime.
Now, I don't want to see Silky strip now.
Oh, she ain't stripping.
Shout out to Silky. Silky, I don't want to see that.
Wait, there are passes that pay $300. Oh, the entry fee must be free. We want to thank y'all for tuning in for Wednesday nights from our point of view. I encourage you all to please go and subscribe to Chevelle Brooks 75 because they always trying to tell me on YouTube, on Facebook, and block my page because of stuff that I like reshare and post. So you never know when the page might cut out or whatever. But please go to Chevelle Brooks 75 on YouTube so you can subscribe and watch us there whenever my page get blocked from going live. And because I can only stream from Queen Chevelle at that moment, and I'm really on there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Dominique, Trent, Neil, it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys. Y'all. Oh, wait a minute. I will be at the conference next week. I need to let y'all know my schedule. Because I will be at the Black Trump.
I'm ready to get up in here. I keep logging up here so I can touch my man Tip.
Yeah, honey, you've been tugging at that hair.
Well,
he wants to be pulled.
Do you pull your own hair during sex? Because, honey, you ain't let that hair,
wait a minute.
You ain't let that hair go since you've been on show.
No, I had to log off. I mean, mute myself a couple times because I had to go kiss the tip.
Ooh,
that hair make you feel like Shania Twain. Man, you feel like a woman.
Child, on that note, I'll see y'all. If we don't see y'all next week because I'm going to be at the trans pageant. I mean, the trans coalition conference next week. I can't get that one for English. And I'm doing the pageant.
One for English.
And I'm doing the pageant Thursday. So, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ooh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Woo, honey. I gotta go. 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 I gotta go.